Hey guys, what's going on? F5 My Pawn here, and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Since we last left off, we managed to complete our objectives for the most part. I did do some goblin extermination early in the nearing the end of the stream, and we are going to be going to the Tenebrium mine today, or at least that's the plan. But we did some crafting, we did some more micromanagement, we did some exploration, and hopefully we are going to not only deal with the Tenebrium mine, but also figure out what was going on over with the site that we're dealing with our home being quote-unquote in danger at the house at the edge of time, or whatever it's called. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. Now, if I do recall correctly, we were just slowly sneaking, or quote-unquote sneaking, I should say, going through the Tenebrium mines, or at least trying to get there. We're going to do some quick repairs real quick, just to make sure we're all hunky-dory. Start with literally everything at full repair value, because goodness knows we're going to need it. Never hurts to be careful. The same can be said for Steve, who has currently not been using much in the way of his wands, but hey. Having the armor is necessary here, so all the better to keep it on, keep it all up to date, repaired, and lovely. But yes, we are going to need to do this real quick. There we go. That'll give us some poison to work with. Marcus is fine. Now we just get Steve here to quickly heal. Just quickly just do this. There we go. Oh, whoops. Alright, well, that's close enough. We should be fine. That looting already, so we don't need to worry about it too much. But we will have to deal with this armored goblin sentinel now. As for what's over here, doesn't appear that there's any drums that you gotta worry about, so no issues there. So I guess it's just him that we gotta deal with. In fact, I should be able to poison this dude. Let's do it. Initiate him, and he's gonna waddle on up, trying to deal with us. Alright, immediately going for the cripple, it seems. That isn't gonna stop us, though, as we summon ourselves an ooze to get in from behind. Steve is going to make some movement to get away, but probably to no avail. We're going to activate the barbed wire stance first. Then we'll activate fast track, so at the very least we're a bit haste. Or at least a bit hastened. We're going to move over here 2 spaces. And we are going to attempt the trip maneuver. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but we've managed to get it to work, so that's good. We can now get 2 strikes on the armored sentinel without too much hassle. So we will take advantage of that. Alright. We can easily get a poison dart here, so we'll do that again. After all, the damage is always substantial there. Okay, the Goblin Sentinel has been brought back up. That's fine. I think we can get away with summoning a Fire Elemental now. We'll summon him here, so he can't run. And we're going to try and knock him down again by using the charge maneuver. Alright, that failed, but that's fine. We got our little ooze boy. We're going to just shoot him with more poison. And now we deal with the fire elemental, who's going to do a big blast on the floor here. Okay, burning failed. I think we can get away with a self-immolation. We might as well. There we go. It'll get burning, but at the very least we'll get fire resistance 25, and we can get another smack in. But we can't reach, so we'll end our turn there for now. Until we can reach. There we go. Hey, that's pretty good. Alright, that's 2. This is 3. Nice. Alright, the Sentinel used a healing potion, but it isn't going to save him from what we're going to be doing to him, so... I guess he's just stuck there. What we can do is boost up Marcus's damage, so we'll do just that. And we'll end our turn there. And I guess we'll just start smacking the Armored Sentinel here with a bunch of melee attacks. And there we go. We'll quickly shift over to Steve, use the tornado to clear things up. Because last thing we need to deal with is fire. And we're good to go. We'll do a quick heal on Marcus, but aim it near the floor so we get a pool puddle as well. So, right. Steve. Okay, well, whatever. We just wait for Steve to get rid of his fire, and then we're good. We'll just do another shot down here, and there we go. Okay, just quickly go over and get as much as we can. There we go. That should do it. There is some... I think we need to worry about those. And of course we got these crates here, which have gold and other assortments of goodies, I imagine. Leather brigand. Even more gold, and we got even a mug of beer, which is nice. Okay, put those there. We could probably make our way over here if we really wanted to, but I don't think that's the way to go. Well, I mean, it can be. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's a bit too far if we wanted to do that. Well, maybe. Hold on. Yeah, no, it's a bit too far. Okay, never mind. We're gonna have to take the main way around then. We'll focus on Steve to start with. We'll do a quick save here. There we go. And let's keep going. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle to go through here. At least I don't think, anyways. Alright. There we go. Poison dart. Aha! Alright, Swashbuckler uses Avatar Poison. Okay, so he's immune to poison now. That's not fun. But there's an easy way to resolve this. Yeah, if we just use Rapture, boom. He is now on our side. End our turn there, and we shouldn't need to worry too much. Because now we've got Companion that's going to help us to some degree. Or at the very least be enough of a distraction that it's going to take the damage for us, which is good. We are going to summon our wind-up boy. We are going to prepare barbed wire here. And we're going to do encourage? No, I should probably do haste first. There we go. And then we'll end our turn there. We are going to move 4 AP forward first. Let's see. We can get 1, or we can go even further and get 2. Which I'm probably going to do. We're going to move into the poison specifically. And maybe even get a bit closer so we can deal with that gate specifically. So, boom. There we go. Now they're in for a rough time. Okay, with this, I will summon an undead warrior to join us in our fight. I'm going to start buffing up Marcus. Alright, we'll give him the damage boost, we'll give him the Bless, and we'll move 1 AP forward, while the Goblin Warriors start to commit to their antics, whatever they may be. While the Mystic and the Goblin Swashbuckler do their thing over there, I guess. Alright, well it seems like the Goblin Warrior came to us, which makes things a bit more convenient, so we'll do that. Do a trip here. And we're just going to deal the Goblin Warrior, I guess, won't we? Just go for the knockdown damage. There we go. That's nearly a death. Good. We can go after the Goblin Mystic here without too much hassle. In fact, I can go as far as to try and get the bleed, which I do manage, which is pretty good for a skeleton, no less. And we're just going to keep whacking him with the skeleton. Swashbuckler goes in, tries to do some damage. Doing alright, I suppose. I think it's in our best interest to use the Boulder Bash now. We're going to go aim for the Goblin Mystic specifically here. There we go. That'll deal some fire damage specifically, and we'll get some hits on the warrior here. And we can now go for the Swashbuckler without too much hassle. And we even managed to get a whoops out of it, so not a bad idea. We're going to move 1 AP up so we can get the hits off. And 2 strikes, and he is nearly dead. And the skeleton should be able to finish him off. There we go. Just gonna do a quick tornado cross. That should help Marcus a little bit. There we go. At least not. Yeah, I don't think there's any.
Strange that there aren't any goblins stationed here.
Perhaps they've left it empty for a good reason.
Yeah, there's traps everywhere. That would explain it.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
Okay.
Look out, I see a trap nearby.
Ah, even more traps, I see. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna give Burn My Eyes to Marcus here, real quick. Gonna give him a quick heal as well while we're at it. Just so he's recovering. And we're gonna take advantage of this. Any more? Oh, there's more there. Okay.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Alright. Anything in the smog? Okay, nothing that I can see, so yeah. Oh.
Hold, our enemies have laid a trap.
You know, that's very convenient that it's just a bunch of poisonous missiles, actually. This makes my job easier, actually.
Our enemies have laid a trap.
Okay. Good for them, I guess. Alright, yoink those. Yeah, thanks for the healing.
Hold! Our enemies have laid
We're gonna do a quick save here.
Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
Sorry, but no can do. Poison. Come at me. Well then. Well, at the very least, it seems the trap has stopped, but that isn't going to stop us from doing what we need to, so... Yeah, I'm just going to summon a blob right behind you. So that way you're going to have some trouble. We'll end our turn there, so we have some extra mana. It seems the Goblin Warrior is going to march up, as expected, though. But it seems that's it. Yeah, there's only 2 coming in, so... Going to do some barbed wire here. We'll do fast track here. I can get an encourage off while I'm at it.
Let the blood of our enemies be your motivation.
There we go. And we're gonna move 3 squares forward while we use this chance to get acquainted with the Goblin Warrior here by doing a bombardment here. End our turn as we get 3 more mana. Or 3 mana to expend in the near future. We're gonna try to... Can we get a quick charm off? No. Okay, so instead, I am going to buff the ever-living heck out of Marcus here. There we go. He's got more damage. Now we give him an accuracy buff. And we will follow up with 1 more damage resistance boost, which will give him an armor rating of plus 20 in addition. We'll then move 20 spaces forward just because we can. Oh, and those things go off, of course. Alright, it seems like the Goblin Warrior is getting aggressive, but that's fine. Okay, we can either move 1... Well, I guess we have to move, don't we? Hold on. If I go here... No, target's blocked. Okay, I'm gonna go here first. There we go. Now, if I'm right about this, if we move this way, then we should be able to, yeah. We're gonna try for the trip on the Goblin Warrior first. Alright, we got the trip on the Goblin Warrior. Let us take a hit on the Goblin Mystic then. There we go. Alright, Ooze Boy comes in. He's gonna take out the Goblin Warrior. And somehow he's reaching from here. I don't know how, but okay. Alright, buddy. It seems you have extended reach now. Which is impressive to say the least. Alright, let's see. I'm going to use a poison dart on him. There we go. Are you kidding? Okay, I guess I'm moving forward a little bit, just so I can see better. End our turn there. I guess I can use Immolate here. It doesn't seem like the wisest choice. Yeah, instead I'm going to summon... Yeah, let's summon a Fire Elemental here. There we go. That'll have to do. And we'll go in for the attack on the Goblin Mystic and get a turn. He is already stunned, so that's good. Saves us some trouble. We're going to do the Immolate here. Alright, everybody gets some burn. We'll do some more damage on the Mystic because it's stunned and flanked. So we'll just get the attacks on, because why not? We're just going to continue attacking the Goblin Warrior with our Ooze, who's currently knocked down. And I guess we wail into the Warrior here? Yeah. I could probably get away with a magical poison dart, though, so I'll do that. There we go. And I will move over to here. And then we just wail into the Goblin Mystic here. And we'll just do a quick whirl there. There we are. We will activate this, and that'll turn off the totems. Yep. And I failed the chance to actually get the magical poison dart, so that sucks, but whatever. Alright, we activate barbed wire. We're gonna go for the charge here. There we go. And we're now going to activate your wind-up toy right over here. There we go. And Bomber Boy is going to move back a bit. And boom. Get the hit off there. And he's on fire now. Aha. Alright, Steve is up. He will summon his usual staple of mindless ooze, that is. There we go. And then he will begin to move just a bit further up, just so we can see better. We are going to summon a fire elemental here.
May my fervor feed your flames.
We'll end combat turn here. We'll do some blasting on the Goblin Ranger. We're not going to do the AoE this time, but we will be doing as much damage as possible. There we go. We are then going to blow him up with poison. So that way he's got less of a chance to deal with us. We're going to move over here with our poison slug. Okay, that is still not a viable option, but whatever. Okay, I guess the attack goes there. There we go. He's now burning. Okay, what are you going to do, Archer or Ranger? You're just going to continue pelting. Okay. In that case, we are going to buff up Marcus to high health. Alright, so that is the Bless coming in. And finally the Reinforce from Fortify. And now for Marcus. I guess Marcus just goes in hard. That's a critical, geez. Okay. Steve, we want you to quickly clear up the terrain before fire actually goes to oil barrel here. There we go. That'll prevent the oil barrel from going off. We'll give a quick missile to Marcus. And we will quickly open up our inventory. Yeah, the scope is nice, but it's not useful for anything right now. Get some poisoned water going. And yeah, there's the Goblin Rangers here, so we'll do a quick save. We'll open up these boxes, and on the way back we'll check out this route, so yeah, should be fine. Frazzle Dazzle Grenade, nice. Ah. Oh, well, never mind. I thought we were gonna go this the easy way, but I guess not. Alright, Gobbos. Seems like an Immaculate is here, though, so that's annoying. But it's not a big deal. We'll manage, somehow. Ow. Okay, thankfully the bomb there didn't work. to your favor. Alright. Ah, should we summon Nick? Do we summon the Poison Slugger Nick? You know what? Nick is absolutely the benefactor here, so we're going to summon him here so he can deal with the Terramancer, at least. Yeah, so Nick will be there. We're going to move... we're going to stay stationary for now, while Nick takes the brunt, whatever that may be. Ah, poison. Thankfully, he bleeds poison, so that's good. Alright, the swordsman is coming in close. Wrong move, though, because that just gives me a reason to use barbed wire. Fast track to follow suit. And move in close. We have 2 AP worth, at least. There we go. And we go in for the trip on the swordsman. There we go. Oh, thank you for healing Marcus. You know, with that in mind, you know what? I'm just going to leave you alone. I'm going to actually focus on the more dangerous one, which is the Ranger. There we go. We'll get the disease off, and then we'll strike the Ranger specifically from behind. There we go. Good job, Nick. Ah, the healing from the Mystic. That's going to be annoying. But nothing too problematic, except for the knockdown.
As thrilling as the stage, though not half so bloody.
Alright. Good job, Nick. Getting the smacks in. Not so pleased with Marcus getting wailed on, but hey, it could be a lot worse. What we will need to do, though, is increase Steve's protections, though, at this rate. Which wouldn't be a bad idea.
Would you care to hear a little tale?
Alright, let's get a few smacks there. There we go. Ah, that's a kill on the Goblin Ranger. Good job, Nick. Quite literally the MVP. Alright, that's immune to cripple, thankfully. I think I can get away with explode. Yeah, Steve is currently frozen, so it actually might be in my best favor to do this. We'll do that, get rid of his, I guess we didn't get rid of the burn. Whatever. We will use this chance to summon in a new minion, though. And get our Explodiskeleton ready. We'll end our turn there for now, because Steve is honestly fine, as is. Or rather, Marcus is, rather. Oh! Ah, you're doing that. Okay, that's an option, I guess. Go kamikaze on it. Alright, what are you going to do? Okay, you're going to do more attacks on Steve. That's not going to be fun. Okay, we want our good old boy to run up here. Good job, buddy. Alright. We're going to give Marcus a quick heal here, because he's not on fire, obviously. And we're going to follow up by dealing with Immaculate by whacking him twice with a missile. That leaves less enemies to deal damage against him, which is perfectly fine by me. Ah, more poison. Good job. You used it on Nick. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to charge all the way through to the Goblin Mystic. And I guess we can deal with the Terramancer here, so we'll go for the sneak attack down.
The unending darkness.
Then we will attack the Goblin Mystic. There we go. And the Mystic's running away, as expected. But that's not going to stop Marcus from just running over and dealing with them.
What do you think, soldier? Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom?
Alright, well, good job, Nick. You did what you served out to do. Alright, in turn, we're going to get the Slugmaster now. And we will end our turn there. Okay, the Swashbuckler is going to be a problem no matter what we do, so I'm going to summon a Elemental. A Fire Elemental, no less, to deal with it. And I should probably have Steve go in, but I should probably hold off on a turn. No, I'm going to use Encourage. That'll give everybody a buffer. It'll give Marcus some more HP temporarily, while we deal damage to the Swashbuckler itself. We'll pelt him with more fire, and whack him twice. There we go. 2 attacks, nice. The Ooze will get 2 smacks on the Mystic. Try to get the slow, but fail. Get 2 more smacks on the Goblin. Nice. That does leave the Mystic to run away again, but that isn't going to stop us from killing him, so... Ah, he's using healing on himself. Not the smartest move, but understandable. We're going to just poison the Swashbuckler, I think. There we go. That'll get the kill off. I would use something to help here, but... Well, actually, no, I can do this. I'll use the tornado here. Clear up the debris for now. We don't necessarily... After all. Okay, as for us, we're going to be dealing with the Goblin Mystic here, so... We need to use Cloak and Shadow to get close. So we'll do it like that. There we go. And we'll get a smack on the Goblin Mystic here while we're at the chance. Hey, the stun. Nice. Gonna pelt him with poison and leave a poison pool on the ground for Marcus to heal with. And we'll move the Ooze closer. Gonna move in nice and close, get the hit on Goblin Mystic. Let's see. Gonna move 2 AP here. We're gonna get the burning status, obviously, but that's fine. Okay, I can only move 2 AP worse, so I can only go here, I suppose. Yeah, that's the closest I'm gonna get, so... I guess I could move 1 AP forward, but we will lose out on any chances of dealing damage. Although 1 AP is certainly enough to buff, so we'll do with that in mind. Okay, I guess we boost up Marcus's damage, and that is going to have to be it. We'll move 1 AP forward before that, and yep.
How could that happen?
Okay, that's a whiff. That's a hit. And another hit, nice. Okay, Goblin Mystic is trying his absolute best. Oh, he's going for the run. Still not going to help him in the long run, though. Yep, if I just do this, he's dead. I think. Nope, but he's close enough that I can just attack him regularly. And it's done. Alright, Night Terror Grenade. We can identify this. We got a Sarong of Air Resistance. Interesting. Anything we can identify while we're here? Sort by gold value, I guess. No, let's sort by type, actually. It's way better to do that than the other way. Okay, identified respectfully. There we go. Nothing too ecstatic, or outstanding, I should say. Yeah. Nothing's been unidentified. Yeah, there's no unidentified stuff, so yeah. I think we're good. Alright. Let's do a quick save just in case. We're not sure what's going to be in there after all, so yeah. Let's just take the advantages where we can.
Mines! We made it! I wonder what we'll find in here besides Immaculates.
Why don't you be my canary and go find out?
Hello, ratty boy.
First goblins, then cultists. Who's going to take
I see. So it seems like the goblins are working with the Immaculates in some capacity, or at the very least, control of the mines are swapping hands quickly. Which is...
Psst. Over here. Come over here quickly, but be as quiet as a mouse. What are you waiting for? Come here, but for the love of the gods, be still. I can't believe it. I never thought I'd see another human face uncorrupted by immaculate madness.
Hello? Alright.
I hid when I heard your voice, but you don't look like the lunatics here that slave the dead. Will I escape this infernal pit after all? Will I escape the dreaded Hell Lords?
Who are you?
I'm Marquez, a craftsman from Hunter's Edge, a village some miles to the east of here. Orcs raided our town and sold us to the goblins as slaves. Little did we know that they were to pass us on to the remorseless necromancers here in the mines. Yeah, you heard me right. Necromancers. My family, my friends, they were all turned into undead slaves by those most deviant of sorcerers and forced to unearth Tenebrium. I managed to escape in the darkness of the tunnels and was just about to head for the daylight when I heard you approach.
Why would slaves be turned into undead?
Because of the Tenebrium, of course. That stuff will give you rot right quickly, and after that, rot will kill you right slowly. But if you're naught but a skeleton with a pickaxe, what then? Rot can't touch you, can it? So that's what they do, the vile maniacs. They procure people, slaughter them, and wrench their souls back from the shores of death to mine the days away. I don't even know why they do it. Tenebrium. It blights all that it touches. Good for nothing is what it is.
Well, rot certainly sounds like it means bad news.
The worst. I can't imagine a crueler death. They say some genius up in Silverglen first hired the goblins to clear away Tenebrium when his miners started to fall ill. Them nasty critters are immune to its contagion, they said. What nonsense. The goblins aren't immune at all. They just wanted to take possession of the mine. Their chief, a sickening brute called Sadakandras, simply forced everyone out. Those who put up a struggle were speared and sacrificed to goblin totems. Then, away from prying eyes, the Immaculates moved in, and the undead horror began. Those fools of goblins don't even realise they're no more than cogs in the Immaculate machine. Why, I've even seen a number of them held as prisoners just a corridor away. Soon there'll be no more than skeletal slaves.
Orcs came to town, you say?
You make it sound like a carnival dropped by. Carnage, more like. Mayhem and death. That's what the orcs spread. To think we thought ourselves lucky they didn't eat us all on the spot, but rounded us up to be sold into slavery. We escaped certain death only to face certain deathlessness. Talk about your rock in a hard place.
What in the blazes are Hell Lords?
By the seven, I don't know. Never have I seen anything like them. They're creatures dressed in knight's armor that's black as coal. The very ground trembles when they approach, and their eyes shine with demon mania. To even think about them is to struggle with almost irrepressible panic.
Let's discuss these mines.
What about them?
Can you give me a lay of the land?
I'm afraid I've been navigating these mine shafts rather like a fish out of water. All I can do is advise you to leave and don't look back. But if you're determined to push on, be warned that a handful of Immaculates is the least of your worries. The necromancers weave powerful magic, and as I fled, I nearly ran into one of the Hell Lords. Had it seen me, had I met its eyes, I know I'd have gone mad. I looked away and ran as fast as I could. Only darkness awaits you here. The dark and the dead.
I'm likely to meet Immaculates here, am I?
Indeed. Bunch of loons. I haven't the foggiest what their plans are, but it has nothing to do with mining for silver, and that's a goddamn certainty. Them and their goddess-lording ways seem to have taken hold in Silverglen. But I bet the people there have no idea what the boys high up, or should I say down low in the mines, are really plotting. Curse their ignorance and curse their gullibility. Immaculates, the real ones I mean, the ones in power, they are setting something in motion that I hope to be far, far away from when that something finally rears its head.
Right. Well, I'll take my leave for now.
As will I. It's just that I'm torn. Should I hang low right here just a little bit longer, or should I make a run for it? What do you think?
Better hang low. The woods aren't exactly safe.
Indeed they aren't, but nothing will harm you here.
You'd hide, would you? I guess that's what I'll do then. Quiet now, and don't reveal me to the Hell Lords.
Yeah, I would say hi. Like a headless chicken is only inviting death. At the very least, until we clean the mines, we. It's not like he's touching Tenebrium, is he? So. Alright. Well, it seems like undead are common here, at least. Do a quick save here.
First goblins, then cults.
Yeah, we know.
These skeletons just chipping away at the rock perpetually.
With that same 1,000-yard stare you get when trying to do arithmetic.
Well, yeah, undead, I guess, right? They're perpetual workers. Who are you? The skeleton looks aside as if it has a bone to pick with you, but then continues working. Tell me about the Immaculates. The skeleton pauses, rubs its jaw, then starts mining again without as much as acknowledging you. The Immaculates must have a purpose here. Do you know what lies at the heart of these mines? The skeleton looks aside as if it has a bone to pick with you, but then continues working. Only the sound of metal on stone waves you
These
as you
undead
goodbye.
are completely unresponsive. I smell foul magic.
I reckon you're right. This is necromancy to be sure.
Release us, you filth! Curses of the spirits strike you down the...
Hello. That's a, concerning area. Should we go in here? Doesn't really help that the corpses here aren't really doing much, but whatever. Hello.
The totems, this is a disgrace. We'll skin you all alive, we will.
Let's do a quick save.
Vile human scum! Sadakandras will hear of filthy, immaculate betrayal. He will put you all up on a pole and let it slide slowly into your bowels until your screams of agony will rid the forest of all that lives. So terrified will be even the worm that crawls and the bird that flies.
It seems like you got some gold, but otherwise, I may be human, but I'm not immaculate.
That does not matter, little louse. All humans will suffer the wrath of the totems for the shame that has befallen us.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Drexis, favored of totems. Were that I had my spear, this mine would be a blood-spattered waste if I were free. Not even the tremor demons could stop me.
Alright, who is Sadakandrius?
He is the chief of our tribe's seat, the greatest of goblins alive. For the promise that hides in bloodstone does he follow the human female they call Conduit. She has his respect. All others have but his contempt.
Why are you imprisoned here, then?
The slavers, may their bones splinter inside their living flesh. They lured us in here. They said they had found an ancient totem, but that was a lie! They need more slaves to unearth Tenebrium. So soon they shall give us to the necromancers. Let them come. I shall claw their eyeballs from their skulls for their trespass and shove them down their throats.
What do you know about the tremor demons?
If my nose does not betray me, and it never does, they have been forged in blood. The power of the bloodstone runs through them, the blood of 1,000 spirits. They course through the stones they hold, through the living rock. Blood, blood, blood! In blood the spirits roam free!
So you are Drexus. A man called Lawrence has asked me to kill you, you know.
Lawrence? Leave it to that coward to send another to do his dirty work. I thank you for telling me, human. To Lawrence I shall go after I escape from this cell and show him the tricks I can do with a knife.
Alright, I'll take my take my time. Alright, miner control. Mine is filled with mute skeleton miners. Someone's controlling. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, closing the rift.
Filthy humans, release us or risk Sedacandrus's wrath.
I do believe there is a specific thing regarding the mines, if I'm not mistaken.
By the totems, this is a disgrace. We'll skin you all alive, we will.
Okay, Legend of the Weresheep, Missing Threads, General's Tale, Forge of Souls.
Release us, you filth! Curses of the spirits strike you down!
I really have no obligation to release him, though, to be fair. I theoretically could just blow this entire place up, but that rat has something to say.
I'm learning to speak fluent goblin. How's my accent?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I haven't decided whether I'm going to kill them or not. We'll see.
This is a disgrace. We'll skin you all alive, we will.
Yeah, sure. As it stands, the goblins are more of a chaotic trouble than anything. And I suspect releasing them is going to just make things a lot worse. A lot more worse for us, I suspect. So, you know, dealing with them might not be that bad an idea, to be honest. Alright, let's see. Lawrence, the representative of Mining Guild, told us that goblins have overtaken Lucilla Mines. He wants the head of Drexus, the goblin leader, for his mantle. Immaculates. It seems that the Immaculates, not goblins, are running through the things in the mines. Alright. Yeah, either way, heads will roll. I don't think having the Immaculates or the goblins in the possession of this mine is going to be good. So I think both need to go, personally. Alright, so we're going to do a quick save here, and we're just going to have to hope this is going to be fine. We're going to engage.
Oi! What have we here, lads? Escaped slaves from the look of them. Been scrounging weapons from our fallen comrades, have you, you rotters? Well, you can have them for all I care. Just beat it before you leave the night-nights to us. This here is our hiding spot.
I'm not a slave, you sniggering rat. I'm an Immaculate, and I'll snap your neck for your insolence. Alright, so that's a rock. Okay, so he's probably gonna go scissors, so rock. Nope. Rip. Alright, this is probably gonna be a fight then. L.
Nice try, you filthy serf. But I know an Immaculate when I see one, and you ain't one of them. Adam, lads!
Alright, I guess that's an L on our part, but whatever. It happens, I suppose. Hey, good job, Marcus. Okay, Elizabeth's walking up. Just nonchalantly, I suppose. I guess that's a way to go about it. Well, we're gonna summon a ooze right behind you then, if you don't mind. Do we take the provoke? No, we might as well not. We are going to activate barbed wire here. We will activate fast track to speed ourselves up. And we'll take 2 pot shots in Elizabeth here, because she's literally the one being in the middle of it all. So, yeah. Ah, oil. I see. Okay, where are you going to do a troll? I guess you're blocked by the necromancer here, so that would make the most sense. We're probably going to have to deal with the necromancer when we get the chance, but it's not that big a deal right now. The poison slug will do its work, even though it's stunned now. Alright, I guess it's just going to keep attacking the poison slug, which is fine by me. That's kind of why I put it there after all, so having a good distraction is perfectly fine by me. But I will have to deal with everyone in regards to those mines. Getting rid of the miners for the Tenebrium is probably in our best interest. Although, now that I think about it, the mining for Tenebrium is actually really powerful. Oh, that's a lot, jeez. You know, it might be pretty good if I use an AoE here, actually. I wish I had some AoE, though. Yeah, the most we got is like an ice shard, don't we? And even that does only so much. Ooh. Yeah, I can either ice somebody specific or go for an AoE. I'm gonna ice the necromancer here. That'll at the very least freeze up the area down here. And at the very least work in our favor when we're trying to attack enemies. Oh! They've just moved the poison slug. Okay. That makes things a little more annoying, but that's fine. In fact, I can make this easier on myself. Or myself, rather. And use a fireboy right somewhere here. There we go.
Flare to life and burn all adversaries.
Aha. We shall put you there, and we will trip Elizabeth. There you go. Now she can't do much while tripped. And we should get more damage. Oh, charm failed. Okay, thankfully. Ow. Okay, elemental's taking a beating. Alright. Necromancer kills annoyingly, but whatever. Okay, that's just gonna have to do it. Thankfully the trip comes in, though, so that's good. Alright, Steve is getting harassed immensely. So I think it's high time we back up a bit. Just 1 AP worth is enough. 1 AP, we'll provoke. There we go, 0 AP. Alright, how are we gonna do this? I guess we buff up Marcus, yeah. Give Marcus the Oath of Desecration. We'll give him the Bless buff. And we'll follow up with the Fortify. There we go. The reanimated troll begins his assault. Attacks the crippled slime. At least he's being enough of a distraction that I don't need to worry about it. Alright, we're going to Let's move 1 AP here. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get anything here, but we can go for the Undead Swordsman, I suppose. Okay, I guess we get rid of the Swordsman. There we go. End our turn there. Knockdown failed, but that's fine. The Ranger moves over to deal with Steve, apparently, which is not fun. The slug seems to have, oh yeah, nope, the disease cripples the slug a little bit, but that's fine. Alright, knockdown fails. That's fine. Marcus is doing a wonder at least, so that's good. Yeah, that's a loss. Okay. Okay, they're doing quite a bit to Marcus, but that's fine. Oh, but they're going after Steve now. Okay. Gonna move 2 AP here. Okay, let's back up a bit. I think I go for the teleport here. Yeah, we'll teleport you over here specifically. That'll get a bunch of people attacked. I will now move over here. We will then use... Let's see, can I get a summon here? Nope. But I can certainly do an explosion here. If I don't mind taking out some of the goblins in the process. Although I could just do this. Okay, nice. I'm gonna take the explosion, why not? There we go. End our turn. Got a bunch of attacks off. We'll move further with the poison slug. Okay, apparently the poison slug is just a focus for the reanimated troll, which I'm not going to complain about. They're really trying, though. I'll give him that. Oh, they're doing some magic. Interesting. Oh, the swordsman is just running out to deal with Steve. Okay, you're not fun. Well, you know what? This makes it a perfect opportunity to summon our little Explode-skeleton. We're going to target everybody here with the blinding light. And we're going to deal with the ranger. There we go. Now let's see if they go for the Explode-skeleton and just nuke everything. Yes they do. Okay, hammer time, I guess. Alright, we're gonna go for the poison blow here, I guess. There we go. Alright, you're poisoned now. We're gonna then attack you with the blow attack. There we go. Alright, the reanimated troll is beginning its movements. The cleric is trying its best to do something against Steve now. Alright, seriously? Ah, great. Undead swordsman, not fun. Okay, you're gonna take out Steve at this rate. And he's gone. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to load. Which sucks, but it's not like we got much of a choice. And we're gonna... As expected. Yeah, I'm kinda used to it at this rate, geez. Alright, give me a second. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what's with this game. It likes to crash. I guess it's just how it is. Whatever. That's just how the cookie crumbles, don't it? Alright, before we do anything, let's probably set ourselves up a little bit better. Well, nah, we should be fine. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess we set ourselves up a bit better.
And what have we here, lads? Escaped slaves from the look of them. Been scrounging weapons from our fallen comrades, have you rotters? Well, you can have them for all I care. Just beat it before you lead the night-nights to us.
We'll continue doing this. They're gonna go for rocks, so we go paper. There we go. Alright, they're gonna go for paper, so we go scissors. And then they're probably gonna go scissors, so that way we go rock. Yep.
You're an immaculate like us, are ya? Oh, my mistake, Governor. Didn't mean no harm by it. We're all a bit on edge, aren't we, lads? This mine is full of terrors, I'll tell ya.
Ah, but it seems like you got some interesting stuff to boot. Tenebrium resistance, though. Interesting. You know, Tenebrium resistance isn't that bad a thing, I don't think, is it? Plus, it would certainly help to a degree. Especially the immunity to, water and earth resistance, movement speed loss. Yeah, no, there's some really interesting items on you in particular, Elizabeth. Old Elven Shield. Alright, Marcus, let's see. Can you trade some stuff with her? I guess we can. Can't we? We might as well. We'll keep that shield for now. Sell basically most of everything mundane. Pocket knife, paper knife. Air staff, that. Get rid of crossbow and pike. What else? Do we need anything else? We'll sell these, I guess. There we go. Tenebrium resistance. Do we want these? The HP would be nice. I will give it that. And in trade for bodybuilding, it's not that bad. We'll get the Tenebrium resistance belt, I think, at the very least. Otherwise, we'll just balance it out with gold and be done with it. Alright, but we managed to convince them this time around. Hello, Rat.
Don't ask me where this fuse leads. I'm not one for following temptation into traps.
Alright.
I've been taught to handle Tenebrium, but I haven't been taught to handle this gut-wrenching tension. Unless the conduit returns to us soon, death is inevitable.
Alright, before we go any further, we're going to quickly get this Tenebrium belt on. We'll lose out on some bodybuilding, but considering the Tenebrium resistance is going to help us more, never hurts.
And sacrifice them to the night-nights. Butter them up, you know?
Okay.
Sleep tight. Don't let the night-nights bite.
Why do you keep slaves in here anyways?
Have you been living with your head in the sand or summit? What a mine, of course. Been bringing in prisoners from over yonder east in droves. First we cage them, then we strip them, then we cut them. And then we ship them to the necroboys. Cage and strip, cut and ship. So jolly in this here mine. Been running out of humans lately though, so we've been luring in some of them goblins. Gullible as a drunk that's been promised booze, that lot. Oi, we found a totem, have a look, and bam, we got ourselves another hisser.
These night-nights, what do you know of them?
What can I say, Governor? Nothing much, really. All of a sudden, like, the ground started trembling, and there they were, coming at us out of the dark. Those of us that didn't die of fright, or filled their pants where they stood, went and did a runner, didn't they? We've been barricading ourselves in here for days on end, hoping the rotten bastards will pack up and leave before we're done in by hunger and thirst. So far, no luck, though. Long as we feel the tremors, we know them still out there. Oh, I'll pray the conduit comes back, and quickly, too.
I'll take my leave, then.
I'm overheating here.
Interesting. Okay, so the prison guards lock themselves to hide from these great invincible knights, which apparently cause great tremors. Interesting. We're gonna quickly set Marcus up here. I think it's in our best interest to summon a slug right here. And we do the attack on the necromancer here, and boom. There we go. We don't necessarily need them alive after all. We just need to kill them. Oh, good job. You didn't get the hit off. All right. We're gonna start by buffing up Marcus, I guess. Yeah, I'll get Marcus buffed up, like, nice and tidily. We'll give him the Bless, we'll give him Fortify. We'll end our turn there so we get more mana. We're going to use Haste here, I suppose. We will summon our Mook minion here. We're gonna keep our position right here. We're gonna shoot up another Immaculate, I suppose. No, let's just focus on the Necromancer here. There we go. And we'll get into a position where it's gonna be troublesome for them to do anything, as we just slowly start making poison creep. I mean, that's what the ooze is there for, after all. Might as well. Right? Okay, what are you gonna do? Oh, you're going to attack the Explode-a-Skeleton, I guess. No, you're just gonna stun him. Interesting. Well, I mean, that's an option. That's an option. You failed to charm, which is perfectly fine by me. Alright. You're gonna do Avatar of Fire. Interesting. I guess you're preparing for the Explode-a-Skeleton. No, you're just gonna summon something. Okay. Alright, Swordsman, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do the Horns of Battle, it seems. Okay. Failed to blind, and you're gonna do another grenade, I guess? Well, you cleared some of the crates. That's good for you, man. Ah, you did the whoops. Interesting. Oh, you're going to... Ah, I see. I mean, I guess that's a way to go about it. Let's see. I think we go Wildfire here, so that way we got some more casting ability. We're then going to use the Poison. And I guess we take advantage of it by... Let's see, what can I get? I can't get the, Well, I can just barely get the Necromancer, I just need to hit it right. There we go. Boom. That should get the hit. There we go. He is now still poisoned. And he's probably gonna die if he keeps getting poisoned. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. Well, at the very least, the poison slugs got it covered to some extent. Okay. Alright, the disease goes on to poison slug successfully. But that isn't going to stop the slug from dealing with the Immaculate Necromancer here, I think. We will need to heal up Marcus, though, so I should probably focus my poison darts into that. While the poison slug takes his own brunt. As Elizabeth takes more damage, I guess. Alright. Gonna move over here. Alright, let's heal up Marcus. There we go. That'll get him some healing. It does put him in the fire, though, so that is something we gotta keep in mind. But I think I can get away with a Blitz Bolt here on somebody. I could probably get away on the Cleric. Let's see. You got the Cleric here, which is there. I think we go for Elizabeth specifically, though. Yeah, if we can get the stun off on her. Yeah, there we go. That works for me. I'm less concerned about Elizabeth, to be honest. Oh, more poison. Nice. Just adding to the damage that's slowly proccing over time in that area. Nice. You're not going to attack Reanimated Troll? I guess not. Okay. Okay, now we wait. Yeah, Slug is just taking a beating, as expected, but whatever. Okay, you got a fire shield now. Interesting. Here, we'll end our turn there. Just let the Poison Slug take as much brunt as needed. Alright, Marcus has stood up. We can get some healing now on him. Or we can just focus on the enemies here. I'm gonna focus on the recovery of Marcus, so... yeah. There you go, Marcus. Got some healing in. Nice. We're gonna go for the stun on Elizabeth. There we go. Even managed to get the stun on the Immaculate, because there's water there, apparently. Which I didn't even realize was a thing. We will not throw in a Fire Elemental, but we will definitely get a hit on the Immaculate here for the Cleric. And we'll try and do the same on Elizabeth here. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Jeez. Okay. End our turn there. Ah! You threw Steve over here. That's not good. Well, whatever. I kind of expected it. To some degree, anyways. Well, this gives us plenty of a reason to target the Necromancer or the Ranger. The Reanimated Troll comes last because he's probably going to be the most problematic of the group. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, he's going to target Steve. But that's not going to stop him because Necromancer's now stunned. Okay. Alright, you're going to poison Steve, which is actually healing for him, so good job there, man. Alright then. Anything else, buddy? Nope. Okay. Let us summon an undead Skelly Boy here.
Join us, soulless one.
And we can't use teleportation here, but we certainly can use the poison darts. And we're going to use it to kill the Immaculate Necromancer here, I guess. There we go. Marcus will take the brunt here, but that's fine. Kind of expected it, to be honest. We will have the skeleton go over to the Ranger here. There we go, get a hit. Try and go for a bleed. Nice, we got the bleed. Now we're just going to move in real close with her. That'll end our turn there. Now we just gotta deal with these swordsmen. Alright, we start with the swordsman by going in with 2 hits. There we go. We're gonna go for the ranger here. There we go, get the knockdown. And I guess we go in for the strikes on the ranger. There we go. I think we want to go for the slow here. Unless we think the stun's better. Let's see. Stun 105, frozen 125. Yeah. We're gonna go for the throws and the spect here. There we go. Freezing failed. That's fine. Now we just got the reanimated troll to deal with. Alright. Now the troll is just going to wait it out, I guess, and we'll be good to go. Okay, I guess we deal with the ranger first. There we go, that's 1 hit. This is 2. That gets us within the kill range, and gonna start moving in close. And we're just gonna start attacking the reanimated troll. There you go. Okay, even more damage. Okay. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna need to move 2 AP out of the range of the barrels, at least. Make that 1 more AP just to be safe. Here we go. Okay, how are we gonna heal Marcus at this rate? We're not. Okay. Okay. 2 attacks, I guess. There we go. We'll move 1 more AP here. At the very least, we can target Marcus if we need to, so that's good. That works for me. Ah! The troll is going nuts with the attacks, it seems. Okay, maybe I can get a trip off. No, that's going to reduce my attacks to 2 or 1, so I think it's in my best interest to hit 3 times. Alright, that's miss, but still, that's 2 times that hit. We're gonna heal Marcus now. Nice. That's some big recovery going in. And I guess we pelt the reanimated troll twice. Alright, that's some buffers going in. We got the cripple, so that's good. Alright, even more attacks going in. Okay, that's 2. That's 3. We even managed to get a stun to boot. We are going to summon not a slug, but we will summon in another undead warrior, I guess. No, even better. We summon Nick. Come on, Nick. You know what to do, man. We got 3 AP left. We're going to go with the Bless for Marcus, actually, in this circumstance. There we go. That'll give us a 100% chance to hit the reanimated troll. There we go. And now, we have less of to deal with. Because the Immaculate... Okay. Everything here. Prisoner Guard's Diary. Don't know why I bother writing this bloody thing. Master Loon seems to think it'll help me sort out my feelings, but I swear as up and down I haven't felt a feeling in years. Not even all alone in me bunk at night. Wait, here's a feeling. How come every sob and sod from Hunter's Edge we bring in, he has got to bed for his life like some kind of weeping maiden? Take it like a man, I say. And while I'm at it, these necromancers have got a chip or two on their ghoulish shoulders. When I bring 'em a cartload of stuffs, they look to me like I'm a sewer rat. I suppose my favourite folks in the dump are the miners. They don't say much, and that's how I like 'em. Well, Master Arun was wrong. I ain't sorted anything out at all. Back to cutting. Let's read the Patty Cake, book 5. Got... Axes.
That's a detonator.
I wonder where the fuse is.
Ah, yes, the fuse. If I recall correctly...
Look at that! More goblins!
Only this time they're imprisoned in a room full of explosives.
Yeah. Do we deal with this, though?
By the totems, this is a disgrace. We'll skin you all alive.
Dark Avenger, hold on. The more dead allies, the stronger you become. Okay. Midics.
Release us!
Midics, goblin prisoners.
Spirits, strike you down!
Hmm. I'm not sure whether I released them or not.
Humans, release us, or risk Senecandras's wrath!
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess in a sense it's right to release them. Hold on, I need to do a quick search up here because I'm indecisive currently.
We'll skin you all
Let's see.
alive, we will.
We'll do a quick save first, and I'm gonna do a quick Google search. So give me a second.
Release us, you filth! Curses of the spirits, strike you down!
Alright, let's see.
Filthy humans, release
Okay, open the cell door by using lever. This will cause the goblins... Okay.
by the totems. This
Alright.
is a disgrace. We'll skin you all alive, we will.
So we do have the option to just blow up this cell if we so desire, but that may kill Midics as well. So I think it's in our best interest to just do a quick save here.
Filth! Curses of the spirits, strike
We will move Marcus over here specifically, over by the cage. We will give him the barbed wire buffer.
cushion. Filthy humans,
And let's do this.
release us.
There.
Senecandras's wrath.
Considering we released you, yeah. Okay, thank you for nothing, I guess. We're gonna go with fast track here. We failed to apply haste, but that's fine. I guess in the meantime, what we can do is... Oh, barbed wire is not active currently. Okay, that's annoying. I guess the closest thing I can do is... Yeah, place a bomb here. We'll back up just a smidgen here. There we go. End our turn. It'll give us the prime opportunity to blow this guy up, I guess. Alright, what are you gonna do, Drexus? You're going to use fire on Marcus again. Okay. Okay, you're going to use disease on the skeleton. Okay, are you going to go for the kill on the exploded skeleton? Yes, you are. Because apparently that was a smart idea in your eyes. Okay. Well, whatever. I guess the best option is to heal up Marcus first. Thankfully, we can poison him outside the cell. And that will make our job easier. We're going to move a bit further in so we can see what goblins there are. Good. Just gotta be careful, that's all. And of course they use bleeding, apparently. Okay. We're going to trip you down. We're going to use another explosion here. But actually... yeah, I'm gonna use another explosion here. That'll deal a bunch of damage. But we're gonna use this chance to actually move in closer so we block up the area again. I should have used thorns, but whatever. It happens. Okay, he's running over to Steve, apparently. Because apparently Steve is a more appealing target to him. Okay. Suit yourself. Suit yourself. You wanna bugger with Steve? Alright, you're buggering with Steve. And you know what? I got the best solution for this problem. Put a poison boy here. Alright, and I guess we're backing off. There we go. Yeah, we're doing poison here. There we go. End our turn there. Okay. Aha. Okay, they're attacking 3 times though. That's nasty as hell. Okay. Okay, you're going to force a stand up there. Drexus is going to try his best to absolutely ruin things, but... nope. We just get the attack on Drexus, kill him. We're going to... move up as close as possible to get the attack off, but we're not going to get it, so we'll just move over here. End our turn there. And I guess we buff up Marcus like crazy to start with. Alright, he's blessed up. We're going to give him the Fortify. And now we give him a damage boost for 40%, I believe, which is really nice. Okay. Before we continue any further, we're going to use barbed wire here. That way we're not suffering more. Going to start by smacking up the goblin prisoner. He's stunned, so I don't need to worry about him now. At least for now. We'll get 2 smacks out on the goblin prisoner here. And yeah. We'll just take advantage where we can. Alright, we're gonna go for the poison on the goblin prisoner. Alright, that's a kill. And I guess while I'm at it, I can just fire up the greasers once again over here. Willing to do this. There we go. It'll spread the fire just a smidgen, but it's fine. And what we're going to do now is we're going to bull rush. There we go. And I guess we go for the prone attack. Nice. End our turn there. We cannot see the target, nor can we reach. Alright, end our turn there, I guess. And he dies from bleed. Okay, before things blow up in that room, we're going to quickly throw in a tornado. Make sure the burn basically just doesn't clear that area. There.
Lucky find.
Okay. Let's see, what else we got? repair. Okay. Alright. I don't think there's anything we can mine here, so yeah, let's talk with Middix and do a quick save just in case.
Goodness gracious me! You made quicker work of those goblins than I make of my mother's famous cherry pie.
Oh, interesting. You got an empty canister. We'll easily trade that. There we go.
Can't say I quite fancy the ingredients you've strewn all over the place, though. Not very appetizing in the least.
What's an imp doing among goblin prisoners?
He's cowering in a corner, hoping the human slavers will put the goblins to work before they get so bored they cut his ears off for sport. Goblins, hissing ninny hammers, the lot of them. Serves me right for being such a great big heap of butterfingers, though. I was helping a lady create those blood devils out there, you see, but I dropped one of her bloodstones right into a particularly spiky bit of Tenebrium. Crack goes the stone and crack goes my silly old skull. Next thing I know, I wake up among one-eyed freaks smacking their lips and hissing obscenities as they glare at me. Gave me more goosebumps than a flock of geese in winter.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you admit you're responsible for those blood devils out there?
Gladly I'll correct you, for I am not responsible. I'm merely, how should I put it, co-responsible. If a slave can really be held accountable for his mistress's doings, that is. That's right. I am here, wholly against my will, dragged all the way from Heiberheim to serve the lady in red. Not my fault that I really enjoy the work I'm forced to do. Completely averse to my own wishes, is it? Merely a happy coincidence, that.
If you helped create blood devils, perhaps you can tell me something useful about them?
Useful? Let me think. 1, don't go near them, because they'll kill you in the blink of an eye. 2, don't let them see you, because there's that blink again. 3, don't even think you can defeat them, because, well, you get my drift. Luckily, their tread is so heavy, it conveniently gives them away. So just wait for the shakes to subside and you're free to sneak past. Easy peasy.
Who is the lady in red?
The one who dresses in vanilla, who'd you think? What? You really don't know her? I thought she was as famous among humans as Zigzags is amongst imps. They call her... Oh, what was it? The Channel or something? Or Canal? Now the Conduit. That's it. Lovely girl if you're into blood devils and the like. She has a whole smithy altar ritual thingy a bit further down the mine. Wish I was there, creating lovely old blood devils. Imps don't thrive in cells, you know. They go mad.
Tell me about Heiberheim.
Oh, never mind Heiberheim. You don't want to go there. So cold, you need to build a fire just to pee. If you want to avoid embarrassing accidents, that is. We Red Imps work there for the King of the Realm, the mighty Boreas, best of Chumsy and the Lady in Red. Talk about star stones all day. Takes all kinds, eh? Long story short, she fancied an imp worker, so Mittix, that's me, was given to her as a present. Kind of a letdown, really. They didn't even tie a bow around my head or anything.
Now that you mention Zigzags, perhaps you'd like to go to my shelter plane at the end of time. The historian is there, and you'd be free.
Jolly Rogers on a sling, are you serious? Yes, I would love to go. To meet the great Zigzags. What an honor. End of time, you say? How exotic.
Right. Enough banter then. Time to go to the shelter plane. Scurry outside first, though. All this Tenebrium seems to be interfering with our rift travel.
See you there, oh savior of imps. I'll go ahead and prepare a nice pot of tea for the lot of us once I arrive.
Much appreciated. Well, I guess that's a good thing. Got ourselves a new buddy to work with. Although I am worried about what might be around here, though, considering what has been said. Yeah, I should be really careful, I think. Otherwise, things are going to just get nasty, aren't they? Although, I guess the Immaculates are more concerning right now, so... I guess let's... Oh! Hello. You are the Death Knight. Okay. Let's do a quick save then. And be ready for the worst, I guess. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Steve over here in safety. And we're going to use Marcus as a means of transportation temporarily. While we're going around here anyway, that's it. That is. Okay, Marcus, I do believe you have the pyramids, so we're going to put a pyramid down here. Okay. We're going to walk in shadows here. There we go. Let's grab this so we can read it. We're gonna lose out on our invisibility, but honestly that's fine, I think. Let's see. Let's see. Latest added. Here we go. Once resurrected, the Knight of Stone, the Knight of Death, may not be laid low through combat, no. Without most rare and most ancient magic, the Knight will continue to rise. Okay. So basically, just don't fight it, or it's gonna fight you back. At least that's what I'm getting here. Alright, invisible. There we go. Let's hope that's enough. Alright, 3. Oh. Okay, back up. Alright. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Ah, right. Alright, let's load. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, no, that's dangerous. Yeah, I don't see us working out well with those guys. Let's just load it up and go from there, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to sneak past these guys without too much hassle. Okay. Alright, invisibility, here we go. So rush forward. Yoink. Alright. I'm gonna rely on the bridge, I guess, as a means to just protect myself, I guess. It's the closest thing I can think of.
I've spotted a trap.
Alright. See, we got some rats here. I don't think there's anything big concerning us in this direction. But I should definitely be worried about these areas, I think. Let's see. Might be able to get away here. Yeah, there's something over here that we can find. I'm just... Oh. Oh, hi. Ow. Sorry, but no one... Are you kidding? You kidding? Okay. I guess... Ah. Well, that's annoying, but okay. Well, it's not like I can... Jeez, this is gonna be tedious. I really should have gone stealth. Well, no, I'm actually going to need a lot of stealth, actually. Let's see. Can I get some equipment with stealth? Let's sort by, type, I guess. Alright, abilities. We need to get our sneaking up as high as possible, then. Let's see. Okay, we've got... Let's see... Initiative, movement, crafting, bodybuilding. We got lockpicking, perception, strength, perception, pickpocketing, bartering, speed, lucky charm. Nothing involving stealth, though, it seems, which sucks. Okay. The most I could probably do is increase sneaking, actually, so... Maybe, you know what? Let's invest a point in sneaking. That could be Marcus's last point used up. There we go. What else do we do here? Defense, you don't need it. And weapons, yeah. So Steve will... Yeah, we're just gonna have to sneak up with Marcus and hope that's enough. Because this might be his only saving grace. Next to Walk in Shadows, that is. Okay. Grab from this. Okay, hope... Ah, right, okay. Alright, well, walk in shadows. Oh, nope. Okay. Well, great. It doesn't even seem stealth is gonna work. Well, no, I'm gonna have to use that running option. I really wish I could deal with them, though. That would be nice. I'll have to figure out a way to deal with them, but for now, I'm just gonna have to leave any loot I find alone. Otherwise, things are just gonna get worse for me. Alright, let's activate Walk in Shadows. Are you kidding? There's a 90% chance to activate this, what? That's silly. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait until Walk in Shadows begins. I guess I could use teleport means to get around, couldn't I? Yeah, I mean, there is this, whatever it is. Necromantic Bone Totem. Actually, Okay, so if I want to disable them, maybe I have to activate this Bone Totem, or destroy it, rather. That might be the way to go, wouldn't it? Okay, we won't be able to deal with the cave-in, though.
Looks like we gave this chap some bad advice after all.
At least he wasn't turned into an undead. That's something, no?
Cave-in. Can we teleport over? Target is out of sight. Target's out of sight. Okay. Alright, if we can get over here, then it should be fine. So we have to sneak around, basically. Alright, so what I'm imagining is I'm going to have to sneak my way all the way around here. Try and get through to here, at least, so I have some breathing room here. Then I might be able to get over to here without too much hassle. We'll have to do some finagling, though. We'll see. We'll see. Point is we gotta hide just, like, very carefully as we're going along. Okay. Okay, starting off. Oh, you know what? Lock level 6, armor 297. 100% resistance to everything. I just had a very interesting idea. Alright, Steve. Please stealth over here. Marcus. Alright. We are going to have Marcus do something interesting. No, we need to summon a fire elemental, and we need to wait for the dude to come back. Here he is. We're going to summon a elemental here, and we're going to trigger him into combat. Okay, he's going to start rushing in, naturally. We want him to deal with that guy relatively easily. Alright, now he's going to start moving. We want to go with fast track here. And we want to move as fast as we possibly can over to here. Alright. Steve is already stealthed, so... Alright, let's first reinforce ourselves, just in case. Go with barbed wire here. Okay, we want to move far away as possible for now. Until we get to a position that we can work with. Alright, he's going to start rushing forward to deal with Marcus, it seems. Which is in our favor. Alright. We are going to teleport him into the locked room. There we go. Haha! Now he can't do a dang thing. There we go. And now, we just move on our merry way here. Alright, Steve, we're just gonna have you march away. And now this guy can't do a dang thing, can he? Oh, that's mine. Okay. Clear this fire real quick. All right. Now, if we can get over to this area, then that will work. Okay. Alright, let's move up here. You know what? Maybe I should move up here. Hold on. I should at least move up here to get the other knight get ready for this. Let's get a skeletal warrior here. There we go. That will get the attention of this Dark Knight. Alright, now this dude is active. We're going to move out. We're going to start moving. We're going to move over to here specifically. End our turn. Alright, that Death Knight is going to start rushing at us. Naturally. Okay, he's going to target Marcus specifically. Alright, we're going to distract though. Alright, we're going to want to move as far as possible here. There we go. We will leave behind a slug before we move on. There we go. Move forward. Alright, he's going to go in and he's going to target Steve. Nope, he's going for Marcus again. Okay. Gonna charge up here. Move up even further. Right here. Steve is just gonna march his way across as well. There we go. Gonna move into the position here. So that makes it even harder for him to run across. Okay. He's getting rid of the poison slug now. We will move Marcus over here. Steve is going to move right across over to here. Alright. Get our little boy running. We want him as far as possible. Alright, off you go, buddy. Slowly but surely, you're just passing on through. Alright, come on, DK. Or Death Knight, I should say. Rat is suffering, but that's fine. Let him do what he wants. Alright, Death Knight's rushing forward, good. We're just gonna pile them all in a room, because why not? Okay. With that, we can teleport you in here. And you can't do a dang thing about it. Alright. Let us flee to the Lucilla Mines now. Alright, delay turn. Alright, flee combat, yep. And Steve, we flee combat, there we go. And yeah, for our troubles, we've managed to break away from the engagement. Quite simply. Okay, quickly get some healing in. There we go. Mind you, we can't do this with everybody. So we gotta keep that in mind, but... considering these guys can't do a dang thing now because they're trapped, that's not our problem. At least I don't think, anyways. No, wait, are they? They are not. Oh. Ah, that sucks. Okay, so apparently they don't... yeah. That would have been... oh, are you kidding? Okay, so that was a failed plan, but whatever. We tried our best. It probably could have been done if we were willing to wait, but... nah. I'm not going to go through that again. Ah, well. We tried our best. Okay, so we're going to have to actually go through the stealth routes, so we're just going to have to rush it with Marcus here, and hope that's enough. Alright, Marcus. We're going to need you to haste up. Okay, first haste, then scoundrel for invisible. Alright, off you go. We need you to rush as quickly as you feasibly can to the end. Alright, that's 3, 2, 1. Okay. Alright, what's here?
Chased here by one of those monstrosities, it seems. They must have met a swift end.
Heavy battle axe. Yeah, everything Tenebrium is needed in a cage of sorts. Bone totems. Interesting. Grab these. What we got here? Okay. Barrel. What's this? This might be Tenebrium itself, actually. No, it's silver. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that. Silver's nice. 2 silver. Got any more? Alright, that's 3. Okay. Anything else beyond here? Nope. Veins depleted. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to open our inventory. We're going to send the blue crystal over to Steve. Alright. We are going to need to speed out of here. Thankfully, we're going to do a quick save first before we do. Because we've already got this far, so might as well prep for the worst. We're going to sort by latest added and open up this book. A bone idol must be constructed with utmost care, using a piece of bone from each of the dead intended to be bound by it. Placed in a central location, the bone idol's influence will reach to any relevant corpses within its radius. As long as the idol is in place, any skilled necromancer may control the corpses in question. Great care must be taken to protect the idol, lest some damage may come to it and all control of the corpses be lost forever. Constructed in the left hall of the mines, the bone idol's reach will be sufficient to affect all miners. Ah, I see. So if we break that control, everything goes nuts. I see. That makes things a lot more convenient for us. Alright. Haste and invisibility. We will now rush forward. Run past the Death Knight here. We're kind of risking it for the biscuit here. Just hope it's enough.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Okay, it doesn't look like there's a way to get through this. Well, actually, no, there is. There we go. Okay. There we go. We can get through here, I suppose. Grab this. And that must be Tenebrium itself in its ore version. Alright, Steve. Well, first we're going to save, just in case this buggers up. Alright, Steve, I want you to use the pyramid. Oh, hold on. Marcus? Alright, first, use this. Oh. The pyramids don't work in here. Interesting.
It doesn't seem to work here.
Pick up.
Now this is valuable.
Alright. Well, we won't be able to get Steve then for this then. Unless we can, of course, break into the mold here, which we're going to have to. Alright, well. Break through.
Looks like I gave this chap some bad advice after all.
Alright, but yeah, no, it seems like the pyramids actually don't work as intended. Yeah, we did pick it up, okay. Alright. Yeah, we got the pyramids here, okay.
It doesn't seem to work here.
Yeah.
Now this is valuable.
Okay, we're gonna heal up Marcus real quick.
My dart of death never falls short.
We're gonna give Marcus a quick repair on his weapon. There we go. We really should probably get a better weapon. But honestly, the paralysis on this weapon is just too good to pass up. Nice. Unless this is gold instead. But I'm not sure. It's hard to say. Oh, no, it's just iron ore. We'll save mining. Well, no, we'll continue this mining real quick because we can. But we're going to have to keep in mind that we won't be able to get anything more than what we're already doing. So we'll have to see. Okay, that's 4. And we'll get one more. Okay, that's depleted. Let's see. We should probably go for the weightiest, so sort by weight. Yeah, the silver ore and the barrels are probably going to do it. We'll put the water barrel down because we don't need it as much, but still. We're going to have to see about dealing with the ore because that's just going to make us overburdened multiple times over. So we'll do a quick save here. And let us get ready for what's about to happen, I guess.
Prepare yourselves, brothers! It has found us! But no, you are not the armored death. You we can slice, dice, and feed to the idol of oblivion.
Alright, what's this? Priestess's Diary. We're gonna grab that immediately. Let's see. Bodybuilding initiative. Bodybuilding HP. I guess we can move over to Marcus specifically for this. Let's see. Tenebrium resistance. Let's see. Water and air resistance. That would be nice if we had 3 resistances, though. Water resistance and movement. That's okay, but not what we need. Tough level 1. No. Water staff. Fire Staff of Silencing. Nah. If something called armored death is stalking you, wouldn't it be best to join forces? Okay, knowing the typical answers, it's usually rock, then scissors, then paper. So we want to go paper. No, but it's scissors. Okay, so it's going to go paper. So we want to do not rock, but scissors. There we go. And then she's going to use rock, which... Oh, no, she just uses scissors. So our reasoning is beat, and she wins the argument.
Join forces with a heathen? With a tramp unworthy of our goddess's mercy? Never! We'll rip the flesh from your bones and pool your blood into the goblet we shall empty in her honor!
Oh, well, suit yourself, I guess. Suit yourself, suit yourself. Alright, you're using Shackles of Pain, which links her and Steve to damage. That isn't good, but it happens, I suppose. We're going to use this chance to summon up a poison slug into the monotonous amount of groupies here. We're going to shift over to here. Marcus, we want you to use barbed wire here. Follow up with fast track. And let's see, who can we target? We can target really any of these Immaculates that fit the description. We're going to target the one archer in the back, though. Ah! Right. The necromantic bone totem is the cause of this chaos to begin with, so getting rid of this is going to cause all the skeletons to go mad. So, works in my favor, I'd say. I'd rather the skeletons go cuckoo than us have to deal with all these golems of sorts. Alright, the chill happens, and what are you doing? You're gonna do another attack, I guess? Yeah, you're gonna try and slow, okay. Nice try. Seems my sluggy boy is doing well, though. Although that doesn't stop them from trying to go for Steve again, though, which is gonna be annoying. Alright, well, I've got a better option. Immaculate, join me. Okay, we're then going to... what do we do? I guess we'll grease up this area, so that way we don't have to worry about them trying to run at us more. There we go. They'll be less likely to go to Steve, or at the very least we'll delay them long enough that it's not going to be a concern. That I'm probably going to be relying on. Okay, they're continuing to stun my poison slug, but it's not that huge an ordeal. Alright, at very least the Immaculate is doing its own job, and yeah, the freezing is going to be nice. Alright, what are you going to do, Jaylene? The shackle is gone. Okay, you're just gonna stand there. Well done. Well done. Well, I mean, if you're gonna stand there, I have no reason to not just pelt you with magic. So, let's see. We're going to move 1 AP forward over to here. Theoretically, we can target anybody we want. I'm going to try and target the ranger if I can. No, I won't be able to get the ranger. I could potentially poison the ground next to him, though. Or I could just start attacking with 2 bolts, which I'm probably going to do. Let's get rid of the undead swordsman, at least. There we go. Our slime boy is going to get a hit in. Get rid of the dude. We're going to move the slime over to here. There we go. Marcus is going to take some L's for the hits, but that's fine. We'll take our blows. We'll take them quite well. Okay. Thankfully the reflex coming in clutch. Jaylene's just basically running away, okay. Failed to stun, no less. Alright, but you're capable of freezing my poison slug constantly. My poor boy. Alright, good job, Immaculate. We can go for the Immaculate Ranger here. We're gonna go for the poison blow here, like so. That'll get poison and hit Marcus as well for healing. And I guess we can go for a double tap here. There we go. I'm gonna go for the trip here. There we go. Knockdown failed. That's fine. We'll just move up and strike. There we go. Oh, that's a freeze. Okay. Okay, that's more damage to her. Nice.
Your every move.
I'm not sure if I want to attack the Necromantic Bone Totem or at the very least keep it alive long enough to where we can deal the knights. I'm not sure if this is the cause though. We'll just have to see and hope. We'll just have to hope the distraction's enough. And deal with those bloody... Well, at the very least, the skeletons are going to go nuts, so that's a good thing. Alright. Steve, I would like you to summon in Nick. Go on, Nick. Show 'em what's for, Nick boy. And we'll move 2 spaces upwards so we can see. Alright, Nick. Take the damage as you need to. Okay, the priestess comes in, does a freeze. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go for the Immaculate Priestess here. For now. I can't target them both, but I can certainly target the Priestess here. Give her the foot treatment. Alright. I guess we deal with the Immaculate Priestess here. Just strike her down. Like so. Okay, that's a miss.
If this battle be my last, no, I went out fighting in your name.
Alright, kapow. Alright, charm, right. We can do that, so let's see. If we can, I'd like to get the ranger specifically, so... We're gonna start by going 1 AP forward. There we go. And we can get the Immaculate Ranger here, so there we go. She is going to be helping us quite a bit. We'll move into the poison here so we get some healing. And I guess we need to figure out what we're going to do with the Necromantic Bone Totem. Alright, freezing failed. But hey, more damage. Alright, Undead Swordsman is going for Nick, it seems. And the freeze is apparently the go-to. Alright, smack the priestess up real good. That's a stun. That's some more damage, nice.
I'll defend you till my death rattle.
You know what? Marcus, start taking some buffs. There we go. That's 2. And if we throw in another Fortify, we're just basically making him a strong little wall. Or big wall, I should say. One of the two. Alright, the Ranger is going in for stabs. Alright. Nick is taking his sweet time with that. That's fine. We're gonna go for the... Okay, we can't go for the charge. Let's see, how far can I get without relying on it? I guess we can go 3, 4 AP. We'll go 2 AP here. Yeah, if we move AP here, Either way, I'm going to be dealing with it, so... Yeah, let's do this. There we go. There we go. Everybody's struck by divine light. We're going to move up. Make them all weakened, to a degree. Take a smack at the priestess here. There we go. Good job, Nick. We're going to... Okay, right. We can't do anything against the undead swordsman. Let's move a little bit over to the right here. Okay, we can target Marcus to get some healing. We can target Jaylene. Let's target Jaylene here. There we go. And what else can we do? I guess we can do drain willpower on... Well, no, we don't need to drain willpower at this point. End our turn there. We'll just have extra mana for next turn. Because why not? Alright. Failed to use Shackle of Pain. That's good. Ah, you've been tripped again. Okay, we're gonna go for the Immaculate Ranger here. Alright, that's 1 strike. That's 2. Nice. Alright, given the circumstances, I'm going to summon in a Skeletal Warrior. Here we go. We don't necessarily have enough room for a anybody else, so we're just going to boost up Marcus's speed, end our turn with 2 extra mana. Now we deal with the Immaculate Ranger, and then we go in for the Jaylene. There we go. There we go. That's another hit. And I guess we go in for a slice. There we go. We'll cut up the Undead Swordsman, try and get the bleed, but fail. Just get another strike in. There we go. Now it's just a fight between a skeleton and another skeleton. Oh, that's a miss. That's another hit. And 1 more. There we go. Alright, I think it's just as easy as using this electricity. There we go. That should be combat. Nice. Alright, read this. The String Enthusiast. Okay, interesting. Grab that. What's this? We've got ourselves an old Arbalist, and we got an unidentified item here. Rapier of Expertise. We've got some more items here. Interesting. That just leaves the Necromantic Totem itself, which is probably something we're... But we'll see.
I suppose this is the Idol of Oblivion, or the God of Mad Cows.
Well, let's destroy it.
That takes care of the idol. Perhaps the undead will be a bit more responsive.
Maybe they can tell us something useful about this place.
Maybe. We'll see. Alright, let's do a quick save first. Let's talk with our undead boys here. Good day to you. Who are you?
Now I am alive in nightmare. Must mine. Tenebrium, no more.
Tell me more about the Immaculates.
May they be
These Immaculates must have a purpose here. Do you know what lies at the heart of the mines?
We do not go where she goes. The conduit, the one before whom every Immaculate bows in reverence. If you want to go where we don't go, where she goes, then whisper the word. She whispers. Sadakandris. Sadakandris is the key.
I see. I'll take my leave.
Savior, you will go yonder, and we shall go to the Hall of Echoes. Fare thee well.
Very well, my enchanted boys.
That skeleton believed its soul would live on in the Hall of Echoes.
And so it likely will. How terrible to have but one short chance at life.
Indeed. Perhaps we'll meet these souls again when we move on to the Hall of Echoes ourselves.
Yeah. Seems like a fitting end. Let's do a quick stealth and let's see, I guess. Grab this. Yeah, no, these guys are still around, which does suck, but that's just how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Oh dear, this is not going to be fun. Okay. Let us swiftly move over to here. Oh! Oh, that's a lot of sneaking. Okay. Hello, Waypoint Shrine. Oh, right, we can't actually waypoint travel. Oh, dear. Okay. And we can't use the, totem. We can't use those things either, so... we gotta figure out how we're gonna get through with, Steve now. Which is equally going to be as important, I do believe. Well, let's see. There's a area here where it seems safe enough to take a break at, but is there anything down here that I can reliably use? I don't think there is. Just a bunch of death and decay around here. And Tenebrium, of course. Okay, nothing. What about in the wooden crates? Yeah, this seems like a quiet zone, basically. I mean, if we could, I'd break through here, but it doesn't look like we can. Okay, yeah, no, those through. Just yet, anyways. Okay, got some fire essence. Got some more ores here. Okay. Okay, it seems like our options are limited, but we have to go through here, basically. Now, if we could find a way to destroy these knights, that'd be the golden ticket that we need. We're gonna do Walk in Shadows, though. And quickly march through.
What is this place? This isn't a mine, but an ancient structure.
Okay, we're over here.
This door must lead to the inner ruins.
Okay. Okay, get through this temple door.
The massive gate bars the way quite decisively.
I'd like to take a good look at this door.
The heavy door doesn't give way to any pressure applied. A rune in the center appears to be its only obvious feature.
I do believe I have a rune.
The rune grows warmer. It reacts to the sound of your voice.
We will say Setacandrius.
As you speak, Satacandrus, the door's inner workings begin clicking into place. Lo and behold, with the screeching sound of 1,000 goblins hissing, the door opens.
Haha. Although this doesn't change the fact that we gotta figure out what's going on here. Oh. These are where the Death Knights are made. I see. Let's see if we can find stuff here to turn them off. If we can, that'll make our job a lot easier.
Dark armors, Tenebrium. This must be where the Death Knights are made. Hopefully Brandon's little box works as advertised. Death by toxic rocks hardly fits a source hunter. Striking it rich!
Okay, let's see. Strength, yeah. Let's sort by weight here, and see if there's anything we can do about our weight problems. Blood storage, iron, we got poison bottles of water. Honestly, the poison water bottles is probably the heaviest thing. Next to wooden logs, of course, but I think we can craft those into something. Let's see, we can make a custom-made spear. I guess we'll do that while we're here. Potions. Well, I mean, we got the vials to do it. Let's see, perception, fire resistance. We can make some speed potions if we wanted to. Air resistance, water resistance. Let's make some perception potions, why not? Let's make them in bulk. Okay, grenades, water balloons, nope. Poison cloud arrow, silver arrow, static cloud arrow. It's probably a bit noisy here, I apologize, but I want to get some more weight going. Armor, no. Food, bunch of poison stuff that we can equip, but otherwise, no. Objects. Blank Witchcraft Scroll. We're gonna go with Bone Dust in abundance. Here we go. Inert Voodoo Doll. We can make some leather scraps if we want. I guess we'll do that. Okay, there we go. Pixie Dust. We'll make a ton of that. Make a bunch of quills. Can make a bunch of Stardust if we wish, which we'll do to make Pixie Dust. There we go. Witchcraft. Make a bunch of wood chips. Because why not? And I guess magical glowing starfish, magical big chicken foot, some magical teeth. And I guess we can make another magical ink pot, because why not? And we can make some more blank witchcraft scrolls, I guess. Why not? There we go. And we are basically good to go. I guess we can make a bunch of elemental quarterstaffs if we want. Because why not? Let's do that. Bugger it. There we go. Just a bunch of stabs, and that will bring us to 614 weight. Which does suck, but let's see. Can we learn some things real quick? Okay, we need to be adept to learn those. Farseer, nope. Okay, yeah, no, I need to wait for Steve here if I'm gonna do anything more creative. But I can do this. I will send the silver to Steve for now, while Marcus goes on exploring. Goodness knows we might need it here. Okay. Death Knight has more Tenebrium. Okay, even more. There's one here. Okay, grab this as well. There we go. Here. We'll do a quick walk in shadows here. Oh, nope. Instead, we'll do a save just in case things are dangerous, but I don't think...
I see these little meetings are becoming something of a habit, Swords Hunter. I believe that theory of mine holds water, after all.
Hold on. Let's load and let's get Steve here. I hate to have to do this. It's gonna crash, but... I much prefer having Steve do the talking than Marcus. Marcus is the undead skelly boy, who is less talking, more reactive. Alright, let's get Steve over now. Alright, Steve. Yeah, let's go back to Steve. We've got to figure out stealth antic stuff. Okay, invisibility. Only gets invisible status for 2 turns, which does suck, but it is faster.
I can vanish into thin air.
Okay. Yeah, no, the invisibility sucks. Never mind the fact that he's going to be slow if we do this. Okay. Okay, we'll send that to Marcus for now. There we go. We'll send this to Marcus, this to Marcus, this. I really wish there was a way to deal with the Death Knights. Okay, what's a way to deal with them? Let's see. Okay, well, there's the Cadence guys here. That's not going to get us to teleport over, though, which does suck. Okay, is there any way I can go around, then? Well, there is this path I could take, but it's not going to lead us to the safety spot that we're looking for. We need to get to this position to start with. Then we need to pass the Death Knight here to get around here. Yeah, this is going to be a lot for invisibility with only 2 turns. Kind of wish I had something better, but it doesn't really seem like that's the case. I'm just going to have to use invisibility as a reaction to potential risk of being spotted. So I'm going to hold off for now. Alright, let's wait for the Night Boy here to go. Alright, you're coming in clutch. Alright, you're coming in. Okay, now we go. Okay, he's going to go around that. Which at that point, we wait for him. Okay, we go invisible now. There we go. Rush forward. Okay, we got 2, 1, and it's over. Okay, rush forward, over to here. Okay, okay. We now do stealth here. Now we wait for him to go forward. Okay, he's gonna turn around. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, no, he goes here. Okay, move up. Stealth, there we go. Ah, bugger. Okay. Well, let's try and use invisibility here. I hope it's enough. Okay. Rush, rush, rush. Okay. Are you kidding?
I will expire soon.
Are you kidding? That's so stupid. You know what? That's fine. Marcus, I do believe you have an item that can bring back Steve, so... You know what? Whatever. Well, I guess that's just how the cookie crumble, ain't it? Let's go by weight here. Send this to Steve. There we go. Alright, let's bring Steve back to life. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, I do have a revival scroll, or at least I've been collecting a bunch, yeah. I got a resurrect scroll, I'll just use that on him, and we'll bring him back over here. I'd rather that than what just happened, but ah well. Whatever, that's just how the cookie crumbled, I suppose. Hello? Oh, well there you go. Sanctified, I see. Alright, well. Let's pump you full of healing. And we'll hope that's enough. At least to do something with it, but whatever. Alright, quickly just pump myself full of recovery. Here we go. There we go. Nice. That'll have to do. As long as we're through, we're fine. I'll do a save here. Somehow we managed. Kind of surprised we managed to get through that so far without being discovered, but whatever. That's stealth for you, isn't it? Okay. Now, Steve, you take the lead on this one, and we'll see this conversation.
I see these little meetings are becoming something of a habit, Source Hunter. I believe that theory of mine holds water, after all. Do you feel it? The links between us growing stronger. It's as though we stand at opposite ends of history, and the space between is rapidly falling away. But you're not alone, are you? No. Who else have we lurking about the place? I'd like to have a word with you all at once.
Oh, okay. I guess she just teleports everybody. You've been crafting Death Knights. Why?
Why? The same reason anyone would care to create a soldier so powerful that none could defeat it. A war is coming, Source Hunter. The final war. My preparations are already bearing fruit. And soon enough, the first strike will fall. The end will come swiftly, painlessly, like an executioner's blade upon the neck. Only those who squirm will feel it.
You say your Death Knights are invincible, but the first Death Knights were defeated along with the Source King Brachus.
Those first knights were mere prototypes. Powerful, yes, but not imbued with half the power of mine. They've been cast in such terrible terms. Death Knight, Dread Lord, Blood Devil. In fact, as I bring them to life, I see only angels of mercy.
My knights are growing in number and strength, forged of Tenebrium, born of blood stone. They will march Rivellon toward her ultimate fate.
So these are the creations you described, using bloodstone to create an army of Death Knights.
Very good, Source Hunter. While you've been using Starstones to leap through portals on your shelter plane, I've been using Bloodstones to craft a reality of my own here in Rivellon. These are my children, you see, born not only of the blood of the sacrificed, but of my own blood as well. Thus imbued, my knights will march where I ask them to march. How far is it from here to your shelter plane, incidentally? Perhaps as close as the zap of a special stone, from what I've heard.
How dare you compare us? You've committed so many unforgivable acts.
Ha! I assure you, nothing I've done requires forgiveness. Nor anything you've done, Source Hunter. You may be loath to admit it, but I believe our approach to certain uncomfortable matters is similar. Blood spills at my behest, if and only if it serves the greater purpose.
And what would you proclaim to be your greater purpose, would it?
Let me paint you a picture, Source Hunter. Imagine a world without war, without death, without sorrow, fear, or struggle. A world in which all of us, humans and orcs, imps and goblins, demons and gods, are as one, separated neither by body nor by soul. It will be done, Source Hunter. That will be our new world, our new reality. The Void has been inching toward Rivellon for eons, eager to reunite us in the single awareness that once was. It is a beautiful purpose. The greatest that has or ever will be.
I'll not stand idly by while you terrorize innocents. Face me.
Still, you misunderstand me, Source Hunter. I crave no cries of terror, only peaceful silence. My army is nearly ready. Since you've come so far, perhaps you'd like to see the culmination of my Immaculates' efforts. Maybe then you'll understand the fruitlessness of this war you're waging upon the inevitable. Temple become your grave. A prettier casket I can't give you.
Dead knights! Without a way to make them vulnerable, we stand no chance against these monstrosities.
We can't fight them, but perhaps we can outrun them.
Alright. So it seems we got ourselves a job of sorts. We gotta outrun the Death Knights, it seems. And thankfully, it seems our job of running is not that bad. Now the question is whether we can do it or not. That's another... Alright, well, let's start by using Wildfire here. We'll use Wildfire on Steve here. We're gonna move a little slow for now, but that's all important. We need to use Fast Track here. Okay, that doesn't get us the job we're looking for, but that's fine. Let's charge. Alright, move forward. Alright, it seems they've delayed themselves. Alright, if I move myself... Yeah, that's not going to be fun. Okay. Let's move over here. Okay. Marcus. Okay, they're now going to start moving, it seems. Taking it really slow for some reason, interestingly enough. I'm missing here? You know what? This out. Toss this over. Alright. Gonna move Marcus over, but we're gonna do walk in shadows here. There we go. We're going to teleport over here temporarily. Just Death Knights are gonna move in. Okay. Okay, we're gonna move over here. There we go. Okay, Marcus is being targeted, it seems, but that's fine. Yoink. Alright. Alright, distraction. Let us throw in a blob here. There we go. That'll be a long enough distraction to focus on, which is good. Yep, there we go. Alright, the Death Knight there is focusing. We're gonna grab these. We'll identify this real quick. +1 speed. Grab this. Nice juicy plus staff. Oh god. Okay, we're gonna pick that up. And we're gonna start moving. We'll do poison on this Death Knight here. There we go, get distraction going. Alright. We're going to focus on oiling up the area. Oil here. That'll prevent them from going further. Gonna use some more oil on this here. There we go. That'll get some oil around here. We'll end our turn there. Keep the poison slug distracting. Death Knight's gonna continue slugging the slug. Alright, the Death Knight is going in. Okay, if we do this, we're going to get within the range of the Death Knights. But that is perfectly fine, because we can do a quick teleport here. And yeet him out of the direction. Before we start finally moving. We'll see. Alright, Marcus. Start rushing. And now we can just flee, I do believe. End our turn there. Let the slimes, let the slug take its hits, as expected. Shadow damage, not fun. We will need to deal with these Death Knights at one point or the other. Moving over. Kinda wish I could have explored the place more, but whatever. Okay. Take the hits. Alright, we're gonna just delay turn there. Death Knights are gonna do their bestest, I guess. Yep, rip poison slug. Okay. Let's get the heck out of here, I guess.
Quick you'll go, and fast you'll fly. When Mirror's wing will o'ersweep you, then the next room well will keep you. Quick you'll go, and fast you'll fly. Where your land's for you to choose. Graves or books, your choice will be. Spirits, papers, all for thee. Where your land's for you to choose. choice is never wisest. Considerations will behove you. The crypt or library both may move you. A hurried choice is never wisest.
Take me to the library.
The library, you say? Hurrah! Countless books within your reach. What will you learn? What will they teach? The library, you say? Hurrah!
Where are we? From the looks of it, we're still in the underground temple.
Oh dear.
And we're not out of the woods yet.
I wish it was the woods we were in.
Get the gold stuff. I got a chest here. Identified this. 1 strength, 1 pickpocketing. Nice. Got another ring here, or another wand. Wand of leadership. Light gold cup. We'll take that book while we're at it. Yoink. Okay.
Traveler, my heart does leap. To the crypt I'm glad to bring you, or the High Priest's office, if it please you. Traveler, my heart does leap.
Take me to the High Priest's office, please.
Away, away, we'll fly away. The High Priest's office. Oh, I shudder. I hope you've said bye to your mother. Away, away, we fly away.
Alright. But whatever. Grab everything we can. Okay. Won't be able to access that, but we should be able to access these without too much hassle. I don't feel any rush here, to be honest. Then again, I guess the burning missiles do it for me, though, but whatever. Okay, grab these. Okay. Ow! Okay, back off. Okay, that is a dead end. Oh, great. Alright, quickly. As you can tell, the rush is not as important, but still, the healing is always nice. Okay, quickly, just quickly get a heal. Okay, we won't be able to get any forward from here, so that's not an option. But we can still go over here, and hope that's enough. Okay. Okay. Alright. Steve. Ow. In here.
A pocket of serenity in the midst of such chaos.
This room must be woven with powerful protective magic.
Alright. At the very least, discovering this room is going to help us, so... At least I think. At the very least, we need to come out with out of this anyways. So might as well try our best. Yoink. Ah, old... These... I don't know if these letters are going to mean anything, but we'll try our best to grab what we can while the chaos is going along. You never know. Okay, anything here? Okay, nothing there, but we can grab these. See, we've got some more coin. Alright, we got some chests around here. Even more gold. Okay. A water balloon. Okay. Knockdown arrow. Battle axe. Nice. A belt that we can not identify because we don't. Jawless skull. The books. Get the old letter. Anything in here? More items. Parchment. What's this?
Scepter of Command. What do you think it's for?
From the look of these blueprints, it's got something to do with death.
Okay.
Knights. Perhaps there's a way to handle them yet.
Yeah, it seems like we got a viable way to deal with them now. Okay. So we need to get the Scepter of Command of sorts, if we want to start controlling them anyways. We're going to do a quick repair here. Let's see. We're not going to get much anywhere if we keep doing this, so let's split these into 2. Let's sort by weight. Split to 2, like we did. Send these to Steve. Okay, Steve, you're a little overweight, but that's fine. Feather. Leandra's lab notes. The diary contained several fragmented notes, seemingly scribbled in distraction. Tenebrium stores located within Lucilla mines, sufficient for all operations. Miners contained, devoted to conduit, should expedite the mining process. Imp has proven useful in the development of prototype, but the result was far more dangerous and difficult to control than anticipated. Consider implementing failsafe. Power without loyalty is useless. The key is blood. Bloodstone and my own contribution of life make the resulting knights loyal to me in every way. Still dangerous. Still, danger must be further mitigated. Have developed method to make knights vulnerable if it should become necessary to dismantle them. The spell and the blood suffice. First, fully functioning prototype created. A beauty to behold. Totally loyal to me. Immaculates will oversee continued production of knights. I expect that soon my army will be ready to march. I see. We'll give that spell to Steve then.
Ooh.
Alright, but it seems as though that if we want this to work, well, obviously it's gonna work. That's not an issue. Alright, that's a much better shield than possible. We're gonna equip that, and we're gonna take that shield. There we go. Although, that doesn't stop us from Steve being overweight, so that's not going to help us just yet, but we can go about crafting to reduce weights, or try to. Okay. Custom-made spears, no potions. We'll get more perceptions, I guess. There we go. We'll make a speed potion, because we can. Okay, grenades, nope. Arrows, we can make. Make all of them. Okay, make some speed pots, or stream clouds anyways. Armors. Make a chicken amulet. Glowing fish amulet. Okay, we can make some tusk amulets while we're at it. There we go. We can make improved items, but that isn't exactly what I was hoping for. Let's see. Food. No. Objects. Guess bone dust is to go to. Yep. Okay, we can make some quills here. There we go. Water skill scroll. A witchcraft skill scrolls. And potential combinations we cannot make, so we will abstain from that. Yeah, we don't have any crafting material to make it happen, so that is not an option. Let's see. Sort by weight. Yeah, silver ore is currently the biggest factor here, but we do have Tenebrium stuff, if we wish. Shambling Oak removal. Tenebrium damage. Requires Tenebrium 1. Tenebrium ore, Tenebrium bars, Tenebrium ore. Yeah, we got a lot of Tenebrium ore, at the very least. Okay. Let's just down as much as we can here. Oh, damage. My bad. Just down the food, I guess. Do the Skyrim equivalent, basically. I don't see anything I can do here to make it lighter on us. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm going to make it lighter. I'm going to have to drop some things. Hold on. Alright, sort by gold value. Let's drop the cheapest thing. Okay. We're going to drop the broom. Oh, I guess we could send some stuff to the homestead, actually, now I think about it. That'd be the easiest way to go about it, wouldn't it? Sort by weight. We'll go sort by weight on all, actually. Durability, no, weight. Alright, send to homestead. That will increase our weight load much more significantly. We'll go here, sort by weight. Send to homestead, send to homestead. There we go. That'll have to do for now. Alright, let's run. Okay, now we've got to get out of here, though. Now we have to. Alright. Hello.
A hurried choice is never wisest. Considerations will behove you. The crypt or library, both may move you. A hurried choice is never wisest.
Please go to the crypt.
Away, away, we fly away. To the crypt where ghosts lie sleeping. To the crypt with corpses weeping. Away, away, we fly away.
Alright, that leaves us in this area, which... Okay. Find a way to get blood going. Astartes servant. Okay. Hello.
Try telling the woman in red not to summon lava all over your home. You'll find yourself gutted over a stone faster than you can say squeak.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, even more plaques.
Hallowed be these crypts. Endeavor to worship or endeavor to depart.
Hello.
Goddess, greetings, wanderer. What brings you to this house of the goddess during these troubled times?
So you're an Immaculate too?
A what? No, no, certainly not. I serve Astarte, our great goddess. A bishop of the source am I, in life and in death.
What is this temple?
The goddess's home, of course, her house of worship. Here she'll return when she's finished her great work. Yes, when she returns, she'll rejoin her beloved and loving flock here in this very temple.
You say you serve the source. I'm a source hunter, sworn to stamp out that disease power.
I ought to box your ears and tie your black tongue. A source hunter, you say? And what does your mission entail exactly? Chasing down the ill and wounded, healed by source and executing them?
Source is tainted. It's a power of chaos and darkness.
That's impossible. Absurd. Our Astarte is the great bringer of light, of order, of healing. No, I don't know what strange land you are from, wanderer, or why you've come to her temple to spread such lies and gossip, but I think it best if you take your blasphemy elsewhere.
Sure, I'll take my leave then. Good day.
You want to fly? You want to wing? Just say the words, I'll heed your call. The library? The entrance hall? You want to fly? You want to wing?
To the entrance hall, please.
Away, away, we fly away. Quickly to the entrance hall. Come now, one and all. Away, away, we fly away.
Alright, now we're at the entrance hall, which... we're at the furthest part of... This is not fun. I'll identify this while we're at it. There you go, grab it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Well then. That sucks. At least I got the autosave, but dang does that suck. Okay, so yeah.
Then we're not out of the woods yet.
I wish it was the woods we were in.
Okay, just nothing here. So quickly go through.
Traveler, my heart does leap away.
Hi, priest. All right.
A pocket of serenity in the midst of such chaos.
This room must be woven with powerful protective magic.
Letters. Man, this area is just chaotic.
What do you think it's for?
From the look of these blueprints, it's got something to do with Death Knights. Perhaps there's a way to handle them yet.
Alright, yep, no. So we got the summoning book. We're gonna grab the chest, take these. Alright, open our inventory. We sort by weight. Send this to the homestead. Sort by weight. Send that to the homestead. There we go. Oh.
Striking it rich.
I want it, but okay. We'll read those later. What?
Nothing
a lot
but
of stuff.
rubbish.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna go...
A hurried choice is never
to the
wise,
crypt,
away,
please.
away we fly.
Thank you. Okay, plaques. Hello, plaque. Hello, rat.
Goddess greeting. A what? No, the goddess is...
Alright, sorry, buddy. I gotta go. Things are just getting whacker and whacker. Alright, let's do a quick save here. Alright.
You want to fly? You want
To the entrance hall.
away we...
Okay. Now, I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but we will be going down here. Okay. Okay, how are we gonna get through here then? I guess we'll see, won't we? Alright, Marcus. Okay, quickly run through. Back up, just in case. Alright. Back off. Drag this over. Alright, there we go. Grab this. We'll grab that while we can. Okay, now how are we going to get through here? I mean, I guess we'll see, won't we? Alright, let's run it. I'm not sure if this is going to be a good go, but we'll see. Okay, run, run, run. How are you?
Soldier, soldier, burning bright, where will you go? What will you see? The gold within, the sun above. Where will you go? What?
Gold within.
Gold within cannot be reached. My paths have all been mangled, breached. The gold within cannot be reached.
How about the sun above?
Prepare to bask beneath the sun. For your freedom you have won. I'll send you now, hold fast your party. Goodbye, and blessed be Astarte.
You know what? Before we go, I'm going to check out that mirror in the back first. I want to see what's going on there. So I will take the crash here, but I'm curious about the last area there with the mirror. Maybe we missed something, for all we know. This is me just trying to 100% this area and just get a rough idea of what's everywhere. But yeah, we're going to go double back. We're going to check that mirror, then we'll continue. But once we're done, we'll rush out as intended. Okay, so we're going to move over to here. Going to quickly rush. Alright. Hello, hello, hello.
A hurried choice is never wisest.
Nope. I'll pass. Alright, let's go. So I was not wrong on just going straight forward for it. Okay. Alright, let's rush. Alright, come on, Marcus, let's go. We'll take the L on the burns. We kind of need to just go and hope it's enough. What the hell's going... Okay, stop. Stop! 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 What's going on? Okay, so apparently my thing's bugged. Oh god. There we go. Thank you.
Where will you go? With the gold
Okay. Take me to sun above then. Okay, we've managed to just barely escape. Interesting. Hello. Oh, whoops. Hello.
Soldier, soldier, the gold we've prepared to buy.
Alright, I guess we're gonna go to the gold above and see what's going on here. Where the hell are we? But we did level up here, so that's nice. And let's see. We've got 5 ability points that we can spend freely. We can either go with a level in Geomancer, which will give us 2 master spells we can work with, or we can go in Witchcraft and get 1 Witchcraft spell. I'm gonna go with Witchcraft here, I'm thinking. Or do I go Geomancer? Geomancer would nail us a 2nd Geomancer master spell, so that is an option. Or we can go Witchcraft and get the master ability there. Let's see, what we got for master spells. Then we can determine what we do. Okay, first consumable... No, we're going to magical specifically for Marcus. We'll sort by gold value, naturally. Well, no, let's go by type. There we go. Okay, we got Blessed Earth. Deadly Spores is a master one. Launches multiple poisonous spores that each deal 180 to 198 poison damage. Each to anything 3 meters from impact. Tectonic Spray damages all targets within a 45-degree cone. Petrify and Summon Wolf. We got Firefly, Fireball. I think I go with Pyrokinetic here. Because I do... no, not Pyrokinetic. Let's go Man-at-Arms. Let's get our master levels of Man-at-Arms stuff. Alright, Man-at-Arms level 4. Yeah, let's go Man-at-Arms level 4. Let's see, Whirlwind... Let's get Taunt, obviously. Okay, we've learned Taunt. That is a new status effect that we can apply. Shackles of Pain, Rage, Flurry, or Whirlwind. I guess... it's hard to say. Mark a target that will receive all damage you receive. I think that's pretty powerful compared to Flurry. We're gonna get Shackles of Pain because we are a tank, after all. We've got 1 more point we can spend, but I don't think I need to worry about it. Yeah, it is... Yeah, it's Marcus after all. Okay. We're fine as is then. We'll save the point for later. We can now get ourselves a new ability, though. Okay. Escapist. No. Leech. Leech heals when standing in blood. Okay, so if we stand in blood, we get healing. That's not bad. Okay, my precious... no. Opportunist. I think we need attacks of opportunity. That's actually a really powerful thing for us. So we'll get AOOs. Alright, for Steve, though... Let's see, what do we want? What a rush, walk it off. Increases your turn action points and maximum action points by 2 when your vitality is below 30%. Nah. Politician gives +2 to charisma, but you lose a point in intelligence. Pack Mule doubles the amount you can carry. Light Stepper, +2 to detecting traps and secrets. We will decrease attitude by 20, but get 1 + to intelligence. Far Out Man increases range of spells and scrolls by 2 meters. You know, I think the 2-meter increase is actually going to be really beneficial. It would allow me to summon minions further. Yeah, I could see the benefits there. Bigger and better can give me an extra attribute point, though. All skilled up gives 2 extra ability points. No, I think we go Far Out Man. Yeah, we're going to go Far Out Man here. There we go. And for our 5 points, we are going to invest into... Yeah, let's just invest into Witchcraft. Why not? There we go. I mean, we use Witchcraft literally for everything, so... Well, mainly for buffs and debuffs, but yeah, I digress. One second. Okay, apologies for that. Alright, well, that's quite a lot of stuff that we've gone through. Jeez. Okay, let's repair our boots, and let's start reading some stuff before we do what we're planning to do, Alright, let's see. We're gonna send that to Steve, Leandra's spell. We're gonna send the Armored Undead to Steve, obviously, because that is his go-to. We absolutely want to learn this, I do believe. It is an adept spell. Nice. Do we want Soul Sap? I guess we do. Yep, we'll do Soul Sap. There is Earthquake if we want to get a Master spell, but that is a thing for later, I guess. There we go. Okay, nice. We got Armored Undead Capacitator, or whatever it is. We've got Soul Sap, which is obviously a debuff. And we've got 4 cost spells with 2 turns, 3 turns, 3 turns. Hopefully they're a bit cheaper, though. We'll have to see. Alright, but after that, we're going to save real quick. We're going to open our skills real quick here. We'll move to point 4, and we got ourselves an Undead Soldier. Rapture is a Witchcraft spell, so we got to keep that in mind. This is an 8 AP cost, though. Let's see. This costs 6, this costs 4, this costs 7. Okay, so let's go by cost. So 4, 6... 7, 7, 7, 8, 7. Nick is special, so we'll keep him there. Alright, let's see what this armored skeleton can do. Alright. You're looking pretty powerful. Nice. Oh, got an interesting thing here. What's this? Alright, what we here? What we got? A chest with blank Earth Scrollbook. Got some identified armor here. Right, we were gonna read, weren't we? We'll sort by latest added. Okay, we got old letters, we got parchment. Let's start with the old letters. Sister, it has been entirely too long, and strange whisperings from within the Goblin Highlands and the tribes of the East bode ill. I beseech you, please come home. Life is taking on a dreadful pallor in your absence. Where is my bright and bristling sister? Dashing here and there, gobbling up information like a spring caterpillar before its metamorphosis. I have done wrong by you, this I know, but it's time for us to put these past wrongs behind us. Accept my apology, dear Leandra, and let us move forward. I have heard disturbing news about a dangerous cult led by some or other madman called the Conduit. The forest creatures whisper dark tales of source and sacrifice. Come home, sister. If we are to face this potential threat, we'll need one another. You feel so distant. Your soul is far from my own. I want to make amends. Love, I. Leandra. Hosting your little pet has been pure pleasure. What Evelyn lacks in subtlety, she certainly makes up for in utter disdain for her current position. Yes, I assure you, you've made her a very happy woman indeed. Her peeking over my shoulder has hardly helped me, my already fervent endeavor to raise Brachus Rex. My eagerness to find a Source King likely outweighs even my own. When next I write, I will have found him. Signed, Dr. Thelerin Hashidtor. Your Holiness, the Conduit of the Goddess, I have ever endeavored to follow the path you have laid out for me, your devotee. I have put aside all pleasures so that I might better pursue the one way, and it has been great honor to serve you as your trusted aid. Your Holiness, I was shaken when I discovered it was the Counselor, and not your devoted Evelyn you called to assist you in the King Crab Inn that night. Have I erred in some way? Have I proven myself less than faithful? What have I done to unearn your trust? Whatever wrongdoing I've committed, I will atone for it. Your devoted servant, Evelyn. Alright. Okay, but I think that's it then. Oh, wait, hold on. Aye. After so long without hearing from you, I had feared the worst. You were so angry that night, I thought the fire in your eyes might scorch us. I would have deserved to burn on the pyre for your rage, yes, a more fitting fate for my coward soul, so I could not have devised. When you slammed the door behind you, every candle in the cabin snuffed to smoke. Something died then. Something within me. Within Ikara. You were gone, and we didn't know if or when we'd get you back. You must know how dearly, even then, you were wanted. How my heart sobbed, begging me to go after you. But I was stuck fast to where I stood, and to the life I've chosen. And 2 years passed this way. My arms began to forget the width of your waist. My fingers no longer itched to comb through your wild mess of hair. Then, your letter. Of course I will meet you at the King Crab Inn. Of course I will. Z.
Leandra's web weaves wider than I could have imagined.
This is no rogue witch. This is a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's a massive conspiracy, no less. Jeez. Swear. Things are just getting even more and more chaotic as we go along, and I'm not liking any of it. Okay, Portal to Mines quest marker, Chapel Basement, Immaculate Trial Dungeon entrance, Sacred Stone. There's a lot to go over. Well, hey, we managed to get to the end, apparently, so there is that, but we should probably go back into the mines and see if we can't resolve the situation at hand, because it appears that they are disabled by blood.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Combined with the blood of their mother, this spell revokes the blessing of invulnerability granted to Death Knights. This incantation ought only to be used in the event of the Knights do somehow threaten the final Immaculate objective, as laid out by the Conduit herself.
Remarkable. With this spell and the so-called blood of the mother, those Death Knights will be at our mercy.
Leandra won't stand a chance. This could all be over sooner than we'd thought.
That's assuming we can take her out, that is. Which is another... I am better off just going back to the Immaculate Place. We're going to check out the chapel first and go from there. So we're going to go into Silver Glen, I believe it is. Here we go.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary. Be vigilant.
Alright. We can quickly sneak over to the Sacred Stone if we wish. That is an option. We can also deal with the threat that was building up in here. I think the last thing I want to do is go check out what's going on in the portal, because that's kind of it's got me curious, I must admit. Let's... Got it. We take the lead. Before we go any further, I should probably do a quick save here. Yeah, but we'll deal with the Tenebrium mines a bit further, but later on. Alright, let's see. Let's see, we want to go over to here, if we can. Hello, bunny. Hey, we talk?
You can do it, human! You can save the world! Human! 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 Human!
Okay, okay. Hey, Big.
With a behind like mine, who needs a pretty face?
Sure. Sure. Alright, we got the Sovereign Orb here. Got a barrel here. Yeah, nothing... Oh, hold on. Save. Hello. Mysterious stranger.
Wow, we meet again. I was hoping we might have the pleasure.
Well, surprise, surprise. It's the guy we met at the chapel. What are you doing here, of all places?
Didn't I already tell you? I like to keep things in check. Make sure everything's in its place. A more interesting question is what you are doing here, my strange friend. Did you find what you were seeking since last we met?
Yes, but the journey is far from over. It seems there's more afoot in Rivellon than even I knew.
The mysterious stranger seems to smile. Or is it a grimace? You can't quite tell. He gazes at you without blinking for several long moments.
Okay.
Oh. Alright then.
Have you been to the Cave of Portals? I heard it's haunted by an undead you. But that's only talk amongst us whitetails.
Interesting. Okay, there's a bird nest here. Might as well grab what we
I
can.
can only hope this might be a magpie's nest. What have you got stashed in here, Mrs. Cottontail?
See if there's anything you've got to say.
I'm as pink and pretty as can be, and you're some filthy nobody.
Alright, apologies for that. Just got called out for dinner. I'm probably just gonna keep going until I'm done here, so let's... Oh, hey, rabbits. The were-sheep.
That Mangoth is hiding something. I just know it. He's got a foxy kind of face, doesn't he? Can't trust him as far as you can hop away from him.
Ah, the most dangerous creature of all. The were-sheep. We need to be ready here. Let's do a quick save and get ready. Or do we leave that for next time? I'm kind of tempted to, actually. You know what? Let's see if there's anything else around here. Then, Hello.
I think I'd like to become an Immaculate too. Better to be on the right side of a dagger than the wrong. Now, what to do about these hooves?
Okay. Hello, dear.
So, you know zigzags too. What a small world we live in.
Hey, Piggo.
I may be a pig, but you could stand to lose a few yourself.
Hello, Rabbit.
Hey, what did the Immaculate say when her friend asked her to go to a feast instead of a blood orgy? Sorry, but I can't do it.
That is just... No. No.
Don't look at me like that. It's not as though I'm enjoying this.
Alright. Is there anything else around here? I guess there's blood, but that's still not enough, I don't think. That's looking pretty mighty dangerous. And there's some new things around here, it seems. Interesting. You know what? I think I'm gonna end it here. It's not a complete 4 hours, but hey, we're close enough that I'm quite satisfied with the results. We just got over something pretty crazy, and you know what? I'm gonna end it off over by here, because I want to check this place out first, before I do anything else. But yeah, we're gonna go into this Immaculate Cavern, I want to call it. We're gonna check this place out, see what it's what, and we'll go from there, yeah. At least that's the plan anyways. We'll do a quick save, and I'm going to wrap it up here. But yeah, for those of you on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification if you want to see more stuff. I stream daily, so when you catch my streams, you can catch me 3 to 7 MST time. If you want to catch my streams, the best way to do so is search me up at fmypon at twitch.tv. Alternatively, if you check my About section in my YouTube page, you should be able to find the link to my Twitch channel, or you can check the link down below in the description of the video you're watching, that is. For those of you on Twitch, or those of you from YouTube come from Twitch, welcome. Your support is always appreciated. If you want to help me some more, the best way you can do so is provide me follows. The more follows I have, the more content I'm going to give you guys. Once I hit 50 followers and 3 concurrent viewers, I can apply for affiliate status. Concurrent viewers basically means 3 people watching, you know, for the whole stream, basically. But honestly, your support is always appreciated, regardless of what you do. But yeah. This is, mind you, concurrent viewers basically means people who are watching live. I should specify, but I digress. But yeah, if you guys from Twitch want to get to YouTube, the best way to do so is either search me up using the YouTube's search URL, or rather searching through YouTube's search by typing in FYMyPawn. Alternatively, if you scroll down below in the Twitch section of the stream, you should be able to find a YouTube photo somewhere. Click that photo, it'll direct you to my YouTube channel. Or, if you're watching from VODs, check the VOD description, and you should be able to see a link which you can copy and paste into your URL, and it should direct you to my YouTube channel, I think. But, yeah. If you want to watch my older videos, best way to do so is on YouTube. It has everything since day one, so if you want to watch something specific, it's right there. If you want to watch something more recent, Twitch is the best way to do so. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you all next stream. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.